Friends of real ones, welcome back to the channel. I am RealGrogg. If you're new around here, you'll find me exploring the open worlds of post-apocalyptic and survival gaming. Tonight we are diving once again into the phenomenal new Viking simulation survival game Aska, an absolutely beautiful title released about I think June 20th 2024, so it's still very new to the market, fresh, and I'm a huge fan. I gotta say, we streamed it a few days ago on the channel on our Monday night 7 p.m. stream, and it went really well. But I went into it relatively blind. I'd played a little bit before that, and after the stream was over, I pretty much haven't stopped playing since. I had to go to work once, but I made sure I left as soon as I could to come back and play more of this. And I have learned so much about this beautiful game and the complexities, the difficulties, and I've had to restart numerous times. I've created different worlds to have a better start, a better chance, and I think it was all worth it in the long run. Every playthrough teaches you something. There is a lot to learn with this. There's a lot to undertake, and there's a lot of steps that, although they're not directly explained to you, the game does a good job of laying out pretty much what you have to do if you're paying attention. And there are so many little details about this thing. I'm a huge fan of it. I know some of the real ones I saw in the Discord have also picked up the title. I'm so happy to hear that. If you haven't, I will say already at the top of the stream, before we get too far into it, I highly recommend it. It is phenomenal. It'll eat up a lot of your time in the best kind of way. I think this is just an absolutely phenomenal game. And admittedly, Miss Marin and I have put in some time. We got through winter in one of our playthroughs, and then everything went to shit right after that. It pretty much crapped out right away, and because of our own fault. We made camp at a bad spot, and we had some issues come up. I'm not going to spoil anything, but something terrifying destroyed our camp essentially and brought us down. So it was definitely something we had to adjust, and there wasn't really a way out of it. But through that, we learned a lot about how the game plays, the hardship along the way, and that much like I was mentioning with the game called Don't Starve, you really have to prepare for season after season after season. So there's a whole lot, like I said, that we're going to have to learn. We started a world on Monday, but having the experience I now have, I realized that camp is only going to kill us. It's only going to be a terrible, terrible spot to make camp in. And I've learned so much more about how to establish the especially early game sort of ecosystem, or the what's the word for it? Infrastructure. There we are. There's a lot you gotta get set up before you move to the mid game, and then before you can really get people established. And so it's going to be kind of a fast and frantic sort of beginning, but I think it's all going to make sense, and we're going to have a lot of fun with it. But we're going to start a brand new world. It's going to be a new world, new password, new player. So hopefully we weren't terribly connected to that old one. But what I've really liked about this so far is I like the beginning of these games. I think this initial setup is always fun, and I've learned little tips and tricks of my own that make the beginning even easier. So I was very wrong about so many things on the the first stream. I was going in relatively blind and learning as we went, and we did a great job. But going back through, I was like, okay, I see what we can do now. So there's a lot of little things that's going to make this even more fun tonight. So thank you so much for being here on this beautiful Monday night. That's a long rant about this amazing game, but you can't blame me, because I'm a big fan right now. I'm hooked in, to say the least. But welcome in. By the way, great to see you here. Blue-eyed Scotty right at the top. I am waiting patiently, chill, and hanging out. That's what I like to hear. I know you're having a rough time, my friend, so thank you for taking your mind off everything, hanging out here on the RealGrogg stream. We'd love to have you. It's always a pleasure. I do know that I believe you mentioned that you picked up the title. Hopefully you spend some time playing that tonight. It's worth it. Definitely worth it. Welcome in, Miss Marin, as well. Checking in on everyone. Love to see that. Hello. And Nuzo as well. It is definitely very hot and humid today. Yes, indeed. It's one of those nasty days. So let's sit inside. Let's forget about the outside. Let's enjoy. Let's survive virtually and just sit on our asses comfortably as can be. But Miss Marin, how are you? Welcome in. Great to see you. Wonderful to see you. We have been playing a lot of this together, which is great, because the game supports up to 4 player characters, and then you grow a village of NPC villagers that are so satisfyingly pulling the rope in the same direction. You can set them to tasks that you really have to do. You have to grow your village, and you have to grow your numbers at this really, like, a relatively steady pace. You know, you once you're feeling like you're a little behind, then you want to keep it going. You want to pick up the pace a little bit more. But welcome in, Miss Marion, loving the heat here. Everyone's looking busy, work and moving. Oh well, news. Oh, hopefully the move is going well. Looking forward to catching the stream. Looking forward to having you here, my friend. Great to see you. Yeah, absolutely worth it. But moving always a pain in the ass. That's going to be the RealGrogg channel here in a short bit. This is the second to last stream at this current location for the RealGrogg channel, and potentially the last stream of July. I don't know how everything's going to go, how the move's going to go, so I don't want to promise anything, but I also want to have the new studio set up and have everything running nicely before I pump out some subpar project. So just something to keep in mind there. I feel you there with the moving, but welcome in Hussein as well. Yo, what is up? What's up, buddy? Great to see you. Welcome in. I know, as well as Blue-Eyed Scotty, you have also picked up Aska, and I'm hoping that you're digging it. 4 hours till I can enjoy the comfort of the AC and my chair. Well, I will try to eat up 3 hours of that time as we go through the opening stages of the game once again tonight. But welcome in, everyone. It is great to have you here. Thank you so much for taking some time out of your Thursday night. I appreciate it. Looks like most of you have already tapped that like button. If you haven't already, let's go ahead and hit that one more time. Get this to double digits. Get some more eyes out there. And if you haven't already, share this with your friends. I think this is going to be the game that I really want to make a lot of short form content about. I was talking about learning, and I haven't seen a lot of stuff. I haven't looked up a single thing about this because I've wanted to learn organically, and I also want to make some videos about this myself. So there will be some shorter form content coming once we move studios. Lots of fun stuff going on, but I think this is going to be a lot of fun for a little while. And like I said, we're going to have some real ones drop in. I think some people are going to be nice. I think some people are going to be dropping in, but we'll rotate through in the future if other people want to drop in as well. This has that sort of Valheim feel with the Viking simulator, but the Don't Starve difficulty with seasons, because the game has seasons, all 4 of them, incredible. And the game actually changes. Like, I was running around and it was autumn and everything's orange and brown and red, and it was so beautiful. The way the ambient nature sounds change to the seasonal bugs and birds and flora, fauna, everything changes with the seasons. It's so incredible. And once winter rolls around, holy crap, is that an actual gameplay change, a total modification to how this whole thing is played out. It is really, really incredible. And I could talk endlessly about it, but I think let's go ahead and talk while we're playing the game. So like I said, we're going to be dropping into a new world, and I'll explain more once we settle in, but yeah, I think the real goal is everyone is going to be able to manage their own person, but we're all going to help out in the village. But yeah, there's a lot to learn, and we're going to go through it kind of quickly since we covered some of it on Monday, but it's going to be a fresh start, so we'll do it all again. But without further ado, my friends, thank you for being here. Thank you for taking time out of your night. I appreciate you being here, but without further ado, let's go ahead and drop in to Aska. So here we are. I have started a new character. At last stream, I said that there was no gameplay difference between playing as the titular Aska, who is an awesome warrior in her own right, or as Ragnar, which is kind of the... No, I don't want to do that. Oh, shoot, I did want to do that. And there is actually a substantial difference, I will say, which I think is great because it does give a gameplay modification that makes just enough of a reason to switch between people. But yeah, there we go. That's my boy right there. Boom. Yes. And I will say, after playing with both, I really do prefer Ragnar. I like how he plays. I like the combat. It's much more my style. So I'm going to be playing as Ragnar tonight. Feel free to play as whoever you want if you are dropping in. Both have great benefits. But Ragnar, let me just give you a little detail on this. So you can see on the right side, I'm covering up some of it. Let me move my camera for you real quick so you can get a better view of this. So if I'm looking over there, you can see mass vitality. So he's got, you know, he's got a much better health pool. Not by much, but a little bit. He's got a little less stamina, actually. He eats a lot more. He drinks a lot more. He's much more resilient to cold. He's stronger, a little less dexterous, a little dumber, and a little less perceptive. So his strengths lie in the kind of gameplay that I like, which is more that frontline fighter, supply, and things like that. But again, nothing against Aska, who is badass and such a well-balanced character. Lots of great stats to look at there as well. And I really like her, and so I would say either one, it's not overly favored one way or the other, which I think is just great. I'm going to move my camera back now. Oh, sweet. But yeah, absolutely phenomenal. So I'm going to start as Ragnar, and the Discord has the Discord is holding the password right now. So if you are a part of that Discord, feel free to drop on in, grab that password, and then we'll take it from there. Now, we started this world just now, brand new, but one thing I've learned, my friends, is think the game to be successful in the first year, which is really the only goal. Become successful in the first year. You got to survive your first winter, and once you do that, you've learned a lot of the game. But it's not easy. But I really feel like the game wants you to land here in your crash ship and make your initial camp, your first base, very close. I've done the thing where I go from the starting point and I'll run so far away to try to get a cool new area, and then I'll be in the middle of a boss arena, or I'll be right next to a terrible beast, and it's just like, okay, I just screwed myself, and there's nothing you can do about it. And if you look at your initial area, it's actually really, really nicely laid out. And so I want to stay close to the water. I want to get some fish going. I want to have nice flat land to work with. But I also figured out this game has exceptional terraforming. We're going to cover that for sure. But if you look at the initial area, you give it a little scan, you can actually see so many resources in the immediate vicinity. Big flat land. You'll find wells sprinkled throughout as well. Like this right here. So this, boom, we're going to turn that into a well for our town to drink from. I guarantee there's another one probably right over here, conveniently. Yes, boom, right there. There we are. And I would imagine another one right over here. In fact, two more. We've got sticks abound. We have a forest right here to build with. So what I think is this is exactly where I want to stay. Game volume and mic volume sound balanced, so I'm going to move to Discord audio. Yes, excellent. Is there an in-game chat? No. So what I did is I'm actually going through the audio in my Discord as well. So if you're watching on YouTube, feel free to stay here. You don't have to go anywhere. If you're going to jump into the game with me, I would recommend dropping into Discord, because then the 10 to 15 second lag that sometimes that is always occurring with YouTube streaming, you can mitigate that. You can be right in the Discord, hear me instantly, just like we were playing over our headphones. But so this down here, I'm going to turn all this beautiful area into kind of the workshop area. And because I'm a sucker for a view, I think we'll turn this upper area into the housing. Give a nice, beautiful raised area here. But then all this is going to be flattened. We're going to turn it into a big, beautiful environment. So welcome in to this beautiful real world. Now, here's the biggest thing I've learned in my time away. So we're getting started. Start harvesting materials. Get your these dwarf spruce plants will give you 2 sticks per harvest, and get very accustomed to the same damn ingredients. Early game, sticks, long sticks, rope, bark, all that stuff. Everything that you're going to find in your initial playthrough is what you're gonna need, so much of it. So just get comfortable with that, learn what the resources look like and how to produce more of them. But here is the #1 biggest thing that I learned in my playthroughs. I was like an idiot gathering all this what's it called, thrush from the beachside, right? And then you turn that into some cordage. Ignore that. These beautiful white bushes, flax, that, my friends, is all you're gonna need. Find as many of these bushes as you can and just take as much as you can from them. Every single time you see one, grab it, keep it, and hold on to it. This right here provides so much of this beautiful fiber, which you can see the resource panel. When I look at one of these plants, let me show you. So if I look at the dwarf spruce, you can see that little stick icon below, right above my health bar. Here's somebody running. I think I've got... Yeah, I have a guess. Is Miss Marin in here? Looks like. But you can see when I go up to the flax, it shows 5 on the... And that little sort of symbol there, that is your fiber. And all... I'm sorry. That is your fibers. Yes, of course. And those fibers, you're going to turn those into rope. And you need an insane amount of rope in this. So, like I said, the first few seasons... coming in with the knowledge that you really got to get on the hop. You got to get things working if you want to survive properly and keep your villagers alive and keep expanding through the wintertime. So while it lulls you in with this beautifully comfortable, serene, peaceful music, sort of meadows and relaxing. It's really beautiful. Whereas, but under its surface, it's saying, you better go, you gotta build, go. It's crazy. And once you understand that, you can put yourself in a much better position. So it's, like I said, the game is, there's a lot to learn. There's lots going on under the hood, so to speak. And it's great. Absolutely phenomenal. So we're going to run through a lot of that. I'm going to show you what we're doing. So you'll see the first thing I'm really focusing on is, of course, grabbing a lot of this flax and fiber. I'm also going to get a lot of sticks and just grab some basic rudimentary, berries and mushrooms, things like that. But you also, when you use your Batman vision, you'll also see these little things popping up here. Onions, and you'll find garlic as well. Now, not only does the weather change in this game really beautifully over the seasons, but also the produce that's available in the earth. So during summertime, I believe you'll find cabbage and carrots, garlic and onions. Autumn, you're going to find beet, carrot, and I think so cabbage, but it varies through the years. And then, of course, wintertime, everything's dead. So, but yeah, so this early game, I want to be doing all this. I want to pick up all these things, but the one thing I haven't done any of yet are the rocks, little stones, little stony boys. And so I want to be breaking these things down. I'll break down all the large rock deposits. But I'm kind of cool saving that too, because I've mentioned villagers many, many times. And if you watched Monday night, you'll see that we did recruit some villagers to our new community. And they were very helpful, but I also wasn't totally sure how to use them yet. Got a much better idea now. So I'm going to save a lot of the resources for them to take care of once we get some people in. Nice! Chili Santa drowning his sorrows today with Culvers. Well, welcome in, my friend. It is great to see you. Welcome in. What'd you get? What are you eating? But it's great to see you. I know you've also been... I don't like that the real ones have been having a rough day. That makes me sad. So I'm glad that everyone is here hanging out with a great group of people. Hopefully you will be feeling better by the end of the stream. We'll have some fun. We'll just sit back, relax, watch me suffer. But I shan't be alone. Alright, now these wispy boys, really good way to start off getting your melee combat up. And they also give you fibers as well. And there's just something kind of satisfying about killing them, I'm not gonna lie. It's something kind of fun. Cod dinner basket, mashed potatoes and onion rings. There you go, my man. Well, that'll lift the spirits, I'll tell you that much. But feel free to vent about the workday. Let me know what's been going on. What happened at work today, Chili? What drove you to such madness? And also, congratulations to our subscribers out there crushing the Elden Ring DLC. I know I think I said on Monday I was going to play Elden Ring, but as the thumbnail of this video says, I'm completely obsessed with this game right now. It has taken over my thoughts. I'm at work drawing out plots of how I want to lay out the farm. It's just, it's ridiculous. But that's what I want. I want that fizz. I want that feeling of, yes, I want to play this out at a time. And so for the little stony guys I was talking about, the little stones, the beach is a great place to search around. You'll find these little stones here. Now that I've got a couple, I'm going to go into my crafting. I'm going to make some ropes. And look at this. I've already got 62 fibers, which if you're new to the game, that may not seem like a lot. But for the first 5 minutes of playing, 10 minutes of playing, it's a pretty damn good haul already. So definitely, like anytime you're running through the forest, get yourself some fiber. Now, I feel like Miss Marin was in, and is she just taken off? That's hilarious. Just taken off. Just bordering out the whole place. Now, one thing I did find exciting, I thought about this before. So say hypothetically we had four villagers all in here. By the way, let's test something. I'm gonna do a little test. Miss Marin, if you don't mind, since you're in here with me, why don't you drop into Discord audio with me, and I want to see if the viewers can also hear you, because that might all come through my headset and that might go to everyone, but I'm not entirely sure. And if it doesn't, that might be helpful to communicate. So yeah, so give me a test here.
Test.
We just had a little test. We just had a little test from Miss Marin. And can you hear me? Were you all able to hear Miss Marin talk right there? And should she be self-conscious about how she sounds? I'm just kidding. Totally kidding. Okay. So as we're waiting on the chat to respond to that. Okay, yes, we can hear Miss Marin in that as well. So, heard her. Okay, cool. Now, I know we talked in the Discord earlier, some of us, if you are planning on dropping in, no, she's good. Yeah, absolutely. No, she's great. I did host Miss Marin as my first ever co-host. We did an Overcooked stream back, when was that? I want to say January, perhaps? And it was a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to having her on the channel again. Potentially, of course, there is no pressure. And who knows, as we grow and get bigger and more real ones join the ranks, who knows who I'll end up collabing with in the future. I always like to think about that with my delusions of grandeur of like, might be kind of cool, like in the future, who might join the real ones? Anyway, before I get too far ahead of myself, so I have 5 rocks. I wanted to find 5 more, but you know what? Screw it. I'll just go ahead and make my thing. But what I thought would be really fun is, say hypothetically I had 4 people in here with, or three player characters and then myself. How cool would it be to have all 4 of us go to separate corners of the island to start off with, and everyone makes their own village, as if they weren't even part of the multiplayer server, but like you go off, because the whole starting island, it all kind of has this same sort of vibe. You'll find the same resources and all that stuff, at least in what I've explored, which is pretty expansive. Oh, I just feel so far behind already. But I always thought it would be really cool to have everyone go off to a separate corner, establish their own base, because there is an upgrade to your camp later on that's that's a marketplace edition, where it actually tells you, it says you can make trade routes. So I think a big part of this game is also going to be creating smaller villages around the map. So it could be really fun to see how that grows and expands. Okay, but now I have gathered a handful of rocks, handful of some sticks and all that stuff. Chili sandwich. Today was also a big grind day for our wet food, and had to go to that place today. Had to rush to get stuff done, and trying to jerry rig apart part of a puck machine out of a pen tip. Damn, just a chaotic day. I want it to be the weekend. Well, luckily, my friend, it is very close. I think you can make it. You're a champion. But I feel you. I had a work day yesterday that was one of those where I was like, can I do this job anymore? Am I good at this anymore? And it filled me with self-doubt and regret, but it was okay. We got through it, but it was certainly one of those where I was just like, man, do I suck at this now? But yeah, sometimes you're a little rusty. Sometimes you have an off day, and that's okay. It's okay to let yourself forget those, move past them, and yeah, that's all we can do. We just gotta. Oh, dang. Okay, and I just saw, yeah, Chili had to drive 1 hour every other day to drop off product to freeze dry it at another plant. That sounds intensely annoying. Oh, the music in this game is just phenomenal. So, kind of, to me at least, unorthodox. I recommend making a pickaxe first. Stones are going to be your best friend when you need to make a bunch of gear, and my plan is to make all of my tools pretty much right now once I finish hacking up this stone. And once I do that, I'm going to go find a nice little spot up top. And one thing I've had to get over for myself is the understanding that nothing has to be permanent in this. So when you first make camp, I always find myself stressing really hard about, oh man, is this the right place for camp? Is this the right place to set up my base? And it's just all these questions, and it's like, you don't know until you get going. And everything you do in this, you can break it down. You don't get all your materials back, but you get enough of them where it's not a big deal at all. So, all right, so I actually want to go back So pretty much what I'm saying is, you know, we came across this beautiful area. Shipwreck is down there. And I was thinking camp is going to be up here a little bit. So before I put camp down, I'm going to show you the coolest thing ever. So we got a bunch of stone. I'm going to turn that into blades. But check this out. So we got the wooden hoe. This is the coolest thing I've seen, and I thought it was so brilliant. So this is the terrain tool, right? Super simple. Now, I turn it whatever direction I want to enhance, and where that corner pole is, I'm going to take that, click once, I'm going to drag this down, and I'm just going to go ahead and go nice and big with it. As big as I can, which I think is a 6x4. Check this out. Here's the part where I made it. Let's go down to the other corner. Bam. And the coolest thing about this, what I love so much, is now, without having to eyeball it, without having to hold the shift key to try to get the right level, we now are going to have a perfectly flat level area to build, expand, grow, and really be able to see your environment. It may not be as organic as perhaps some Viking villages typically were, but it's really satisfying, and I think it's a great addition to the game. And you know, love me some Valheim, love it, and the creation of a proper slope is really nice. But this is so simple. I mean, look at this, look at this, look at this. Oh, glorious! In seconds. I'm not sitting here for half an hour trying to get this certain level right because of the way the game works. The game the programming on the environment is so nice. You can manipulate it in a very unique way. Something is running like right by me, and it sounds like. Oh, because I'm hearing Miss Marin. That's hilarious. That's what it is. I'm just gonna go ahead and take care of that real quick. I just hear all these footsteps in my game. Let's see. Oh, that ain't it. Oh, she's not even moving. So this is actually really interesting. I will admit there's a few bugs in the game, but that might drive me a little crazy. That's 3 hours of what sounds like somebody running. But yeah, there's a couple of games, a couple of bugs that I have found in the game so far. I don't really think it's anything. Nothing's been game breaking. I had a couple times where I got stuck, and that did force me to use the unstuck feature on the main menu. But it all worked pretty nicely. But it transports you back to your shipwreck where you start the game, and I did lose some of the items I was handling at the time. So, but overall, I haven't found any real crashes. The bugs that are there seem to be minimal. Nothing too crazy at all. So, I think they've done a really excellent job with this game so far. Shut that back down. There we are. And so while this isn't the most exciting thing ever, much like Valheim, you either prepare or something prepare to die. And so doing these little things, doing these little steps, and everything you build, it allows you to level before you can build it anyway, which I'll show you that in a minute. So when I put down a fire or a shelter, it'll give me one of these green squares and say, like, you got to level it first, which I will. But doing it this way just makes it all really easy and keep it all in one thing. Now, Miss Marin, just as a heads up, once we get through the first night, I might restart this server because this little running animation sound is going to drive me bonkers. So just as a heads up. All right, let's build our first thing of the day, our beautiful fireplace. Quick little insider tip. So you can build a fire shelter cover, and the cover itself will be on the opposite side of the arrow. So if the arrow is pointing at me, if I have that facing east, then the cover will be on the other side of it where I'm now standing. It'll block that other side. So when you're kind of designing your base or you want it to look a certain way, keep that in mind, that whatever direction the arrow is pointing, the opposite side of the circle will hold the shelter. All right, boom, fire, done. let's go ahead and upgrade this to the campfire. Go and do this, and now we got some more stones to get. And dawn is also breaking. No, Miss Marin, so that's the thing is I thought I could hear it. And yeah, Blue-Eyed Scotty, I hated Valheim terraforming system, 100%. Yeah, it was, like, I think we all kind of found a way to love it, but for a long time, it was hard to love, I'll tell you that much. Oof. Yeah, very difficult, and this one, it simplifies so many things that I didn't even think about, and it's been such a treat to discover all these different little things. The details in this game are really, really impressive. Like I said, I'm excited to make some content about it and show it off a little bit more, just based on what I've learned. And I'm no expert, you know, I'm no game tester or anything like that, but I like to think I know a thing or two, and this title deserves it. I think it's gonna go places. I really do. All right. Let's go ahead and get some grub in me. Bunch of berries. Just shoveling blueberries. What are you? Alright, one more stone. You can also, if you look at your recipe, you can also hit the F key and you'll pin a recipe. And by doing that, that shows you what you need up in the top left corner. Really, really handy when you're out running around trying to remember what the hell you were out there searching for. Look up to the left, and there you go. You got exactly what you're looking for. Now we just need some stones. So what I want to do early game is this stuff right here. Jotun blood. This is going to be necessary to recruit more survivors. So especially early game when you need stones, you need experience, you need more Jotun blood, which is that blue glowy rock. Break up these rocks, especially near your first base, because it's going to be the quickest way to get stone and the blood that you need. And yeah, it's very easy to spot as well. It's the one that's glowing blue, you know. Okay, but yeah, Miss Marin. So I couldn't, for some reason, I'm hearing what I think are my footsteps. Unless I just have a smoker that has not stopped running around me. But yeah, I think I might want to restart the server just to shut that sound off, because I'm gonna go a little insane. But yeah, so it sounds like you're running right next to me, but it's clearly not you. All right, and we're almost there. Oh, one more. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. I'm also really hoping in the future that they, I'm full? I am full. Alright, but we got the stones we need. But I hope in the future that they add a feature to mark the map, with custom markers, because right now you can only do a waypoint, which is good, but yeah, it would be really nice to be like, hey, there's old stone. Oh my god, that scared the crap out of me, Miss Marin. All right, so this is what I was talking about with the cover. So I can build this cover, and now it's going to be on the back side. So I kind of wanted it that way. So now as we're sitting here enjoying the sunrise. Hello, Henry Johnson. Hello, hello. Welcome in, my friend. It is great to see you. We are just starting up our newest journey in Aska, a beautiful Viking simulation survival game, and it's a lot of fun. You haven't missed much yet. We're just... That's so funny, Miss Marin, because now the running sound is not there. So, interesting. But welcome in, by the way. I don't think I gave you a wave yet. Let's go ahead and gift you the wave. Only a few emotes in the game so far, but so far it's going well. But Henry, how the hell are you? Tell me about your day, what you've been up to. Okay, so we've got a campfire built. Now, first things first, we want to get people working. And to do all that, there's a progression to the build. And the next thing we got to do is get a shelter up, a rain collector, and then we can start moving into production. So I'm going to get this shelter working right away as well. I don't know why I had to put it there on top of Miss Marin's stuff, but I did. Sorry about that. And one more there. We're gonna get some long sticks. So now we're in time to start chopping wood. Chopping wood. It's good eating some steak tacos and watching some more One Piece. Ah, there you go. Nice. Isn't One Piece like 500 episodes or something like that. Is that right? All right, but as we're waiting on that response, we also have some stone left over. And I'm gonna go ahead and make myself my first stone axe. I've got a pickaxe. I'm gonna make a hammer. Yeah, I'm gonna make a hammer. Oh. All right. And I always like to lay out my hotbar in the same fashion. Now, onion and garlic will heal you, which is really nice if you eat them raw. But I recommend saving them. A lot of the experiences that I've had, you want to save those sort of things because winter, you get sick all the time if you're not warm enough. And having soup like garlic and onion is really, really beneficial. So I want to try to keep these out of my inventory, keep them secret, keep them safe. 11:34 right now. Jesus, I'm sorry, 1,134 episodes of a show, a single show. What the hell? That's 1,100 episodes too many. I mean, that's just crazy. But hey, who am I to judge? I've heard it's incredible, so I'm just some guy. Now, typically, I like to build very close to resources. I've been doing that in the past, but your village, your settlement will end up getting very large. You'll end up having villagers come in that you can give tasks and send them out in the world to do things for you. So don't beat yourself up too much like I did here. I gave myself a big flat area to live in and to move into. And so you got to run a little bit further right away, but eventually you'll get closer to resources naturally. So just find a good open space, in my opinion, is a great way to get started. Get some bark, a couple of these. Yeah, right, I know, Miss Marin, I was thinking the same thing. Steak tacos sound pretty tasty. All right, we got some bark for that. We got a stick for this. Boom. Lovely. Yeah, there is a lot to think about in this, and I think kind of works on itself, and finding this synergy of having people bringing supplies in as hunters and gatherers, and then having people at base that are there to process them or build with them. When you see it all working efficiently together, it is very satisfying. It's a very, very cool moment. And I know a lot of games, we think about the Forest that had, or the Forest 2 that introduced that AI, or not AI, but NPC character that would follow you. What was it? Forest? What was it? Not Forest. That would be hilarious if in the game The Forest, your mindless companion was named Forest. I don't remember what his name was, but he would follow you around, and it was just weird. It didn't feel the same. This one, there's a real satisfying element to the way your villagers will help, and switching tasks, giving people different jobs. Like if you have a stone cutter that doesn't really have any work to do for a while and you want to change their job for a little bit, it's super easy to switch that around. And every villager you recruit will have varying skills and reasons to recruit them or to dismiss them. There's lots going on. There's lots going on. Almost too much. It's very easy to feel overwhelmed with this, especially at first glance. It's like, holy crap, how do you keep up with all of it? But you'll get there. It all makes sense in the long run. Smarin doing a great job of bringing lots of resources home. I'd love to see it. Another well, beautiful. As with any survival game worth its salt, you have you have sending levels of sort of tiered weapons and tools. So you'll see these fir trees, thick hardy boys. They need this big double-handed axe to chop those down. And once you do, you get big thick logs. Nice, Miss Marin just killed her first smoker, which is kind of like a giant rabbit deer thing. They're very strange. But congratulations, and that's some good meat for the village. No, you can enjoy the meat soup. All right, we're gonna wait on that. What am I so full with? I've got so much crap on me right now. I need some bark. That's what I need. I need to get some bark. So what I want to do, I'm gonna cut down a tree. Nice. Also, I have not been killed by a tree either, so have no fear. You will, I don't think, I'm 99% sure you cannot be killed by a falling tree as of the current version of the game. So if you're playing this a year from now, you're watching this stream, first of all, thank you. How's the future? And second, they must have changed it, so that's not my fault. I do not take responsibility. Like a hero. All right. I'm gonna drop this off. Boom. All right, first shelter. Getting her built. Now, once we get this shelter up, I've got one more thing to build, which is the water collector. And once we do that, then we can really get into the nitty-gritty and start building some workshops. Which at that point, once you're able to unlock the workshops, then you can start recruiting people and really get off to the races and take off from there. But quick little rest, just a quick one. This is what's really nice is you can see this gold emblem right in the center of the screen. It slowly builds, goes around, and that's the rested bonus in this one. It doesn't, you don't have to sit there for 30 seconds. There's no, I don't think there's really a level of rest. You know, like in Valheim, there's a comfort level where you can get up to 23 or whatever. This one, you rest. There are better houses to sleep in and better options, but it's nothing too crazy on the build front. Okay, so I think the workshops, I want the workshops to be down here. So I'm going to go ahead. Your hoe is very powerful, by the way, and will destroy pretty much everything that it terraforms. So if I go like this and I terraform this land, I don't want to destroy that beautiful well or that one. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to take that much space. I'm going to flatten this ground. Beautiful. Ooh, that's close, but that'll be, ooh, that was really close. Okay, cool. So that is about as on it as you want to get the well. And because if I were to go half a square over, it would have destroyed that. And while it's not the end of the world, it's still kind of a pain in the ass. So I'm just prepping this area for upcoming workbenches. And when I talked about the progressive building, that's what we're kind of seeing here. So as we built the base level of camp, which is just this stuff, I'm sure Miss Marin, it looks, I wonder, is, oh, okay, she's building a barbecue, which is great. And then once we build this rain collector, then the Eye of Odin, and then we have our entrance to the production. So it's progressive. You know, there's things you have to do before it's unlocked. And the way I keep looking at this game is unlock what you can. Start off, build a base, get everything you need to unlock all the recipes. And at that point, once you're getting more established, then you can start to think about expanding and maybe creating a village across the island or something like that. Wow, One Piece is still releasing weekly. That's crazy. Nicely done, Miss Marin. Yeah, never caught one. They are very elusive. They are the most plumpy looking enemies, or I should just say creatures. They're not really your enemies, but potential food source. And it's just hilarious. Like you'll try to chase one down, and they're just these big, dumpy, rabbit-looking things, and you can't catch them. You will never catch one if you run it, unless they run into a tree or something like that. All right. Oh, yeah, so it's this guy. I'm going to try to get one myself. Come on. Come on. I know I said you can never do it, but I got to try. Ah! Come on. All right, I found some flax, though. Yeah, it's like he just gets a little bit of space. Ah! Try to power attack. Driving her back to camp. Oh, Miss Marin, he's coming to you. Coming straight at you. Wait, what the hell is that? What the hell is going on there? Are you carrying? What the hell are you doing? Ooh, nice. Way to run interference, though. Miss Merritt, I'm not sure if on your game it's actually doing that or not, but it looks like you're carrying the corpse of a smoker. That's hilarious. But mine got away. Mine's getting away. Now, this is a big problem. I'm carrying a lot. You're carrying a live one? Oh, okay, well, then maybe I should kill it. I will wholeheartedly admit this is one of my, Oh, this is dark. This is dark. Oh. Oh, God. Oh. I don't know if I should get a Predator achievement for that. That felt very... Oof. That worked. Oh, boy. Well, I don't feel good about that one, but it happened. That's so... Okay, crazy. So you can actually grab a smoker and hold him for an enemy, or for an ally to kill him. Great. All right, I think that's my waypoint. I don't need that. You literally just grab the damn thing. That is hilarious. That was rude. Okay, so we need to get some knives. The only way you can break down a animal is you have to make these little stone knives, and they do a pretty poor job. They're rudimentary. It's a simple sharpened stone knife, so it doesn't really give a fine pelt. So I think there's upgrades in the future that'll change that. But all right, now like I said, I know this right here may not be the most exciting gameplay, but it's all necessary, and this is what I recommend doing. If you're starting up a new community, take your wooden hoe and just flatten some land. It will make everything so much easier. It's really hard to picture your village or to lay it out properly and to make your footpaths really nice when you got all these rolling hills. And like, if you look at Monday's stream, I had a tiny little alcove on the side of the beach, and I was trying to cram 6 villagers in there. It just wasn't going to work. So this is a much cleaner way to do it. All right, so we got the sleep spots up there. This is plenty of room for the upcoming workbenches. I am just going to lay out this blueprint just to take care of that real quick. Everything leveled out. But let me show you a cool little trick with this as well. So there we go. Boom. That's the space I want to terraform, right? Shoot. I didn't do it, but you actually have the opportunity to, you can rotate your grid. So if I laid out all these green squares, before I confirmed it, you can actually tweak it, move it, twist it a little bit, and that's really handy. Makes it really nice to be able to create the shape you want, but then move it to the exact angle and the exact spots that you want to get the right terraforming. It's very forgiving in this game. It's really surprising. I think... if somebody in the chat knows, let me know. I know DJ Clayton would definitely know this, but I think it was, is it voxel? Is it voxel styling or programming, where it's like each square in Valheim has its own, like that's one voxel or something like that, I think. And so you can't really manipulate the dirt as easily in one area because it has its own programming sort of block. I don't know how to explain it properly, but this just feels a bit more forgiving. All right, that is a beautiful little area. I cannot wait to fill that in with some workshops. Miss Marin's up here cooking mitts. With the barbecue, you can also store cooked food on this side, and then you can, of course, cook the food over here. Meat's on the grill. I'd love to see it. All right, that is here. So now, my friends and real ones, it's time to get the party started. Oh, almost. With a rain collector. I'm just going to go ahead and drop one. Let's drop one. Let's just do it right over here. Do it on this side of the side here, so we can still access the cooked food. Boom and boom. Beautiful. I'll drop some sticks. Get some of these. Boom. Boom. And boom. Water. We got water. Well, not yet. We're getting water. Hussein says, I'm joining. Nice. Welcome in, welcome in. Not Tommy. Oh, no. What have I missed? Yeah, welcome in. Did you just drop in? I think you might have. I think you might have. Yes, you did. Sunset. Nice. That's phenomenal. Welcome in, my friend. And speaking of new people joining in, now as well, it is time to build the Eye of Odin. This is the thing that will recruit or send out the beacon to recruit new villagers. And again, everything's going to move. Everything's going to get a different spot. So for now, I'm just going to drop this right here. So I like that little space for it. Boom. Eye of Odin. Sticks, stones. Our stones need 2 more long sticks. Chablau. 4 little sticks. Whew, we got dark as hell. All right, I gotta get Hussein up here and give him a wave. I also need to eat. There are so many berries in the world, I don't mind. I just scarfed 8 handfuls of them. That's okay. All right, I know that on these... So a lot of the building in this also I find really interesting. Okay, how do I play this thing, says the saying. Teach me, O wise ones, indeed. So, you're going to come on up here. What I've learned is we're not going to worry about building all of us shelters. We don't really need them at this stage in the game. The thing that I like to do is any villager that you get, you want to build them a space to live. You have to give them a space to sleep to make them happy and to be more efficient. It is dark as hell. So I'm going to just, let's see. I want to go do stuff. Any villagers that you recruit, NPCs that are in your village, you want to build them a space to sleep. That'll make them much happier. They can actually... Hey, there he is. All right, let's get a wave there. Let's get a look. Oh, and you're green. Cool. All right, yeah, you look cool as hell. Nice. Welcome in. Okay, so Hussein, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to start gathering... You're going to want to start gathering small stones, sticks, and all that looks like this. So here's your small stones. You'll find them on the ground. If you're playing on a keyboard, which I imagine you are, Z is going to give you that Spidey sense, Hitman vision, sort of Assassin's Creed golden hue. But you want to get sticks, stones, and fiber. So any flax you see, you want to just start grabbing as much as you can. So let me show you. So first of all, you might want to get a drink out of this well. Look for those all over the place, and you'll get nice and drugged up. There you go. Out in the woods, you'll see where we've cut down some trees already, and gathering sticks like this is going to be your best bet. But yeah, really, Hussein, my best advice to you is if you hit B, which will bring up your build menu, go through this and basically try to create as many things as you can in the tool department. So get yourself a hoe, axe, pickaxe, wooden hammer, and a knife. Personally, I think that's the best way to start off. And by doing that, you're going to need to make a lot of these stone blades, ropes, and then combine those into weapons. Don't worry about any of this base stuff because we've pretty much got it taken care of already, and you're good to go there. So, all right. Now, on the topic of the well, I am going to drop a well right here, because that's just a great spot for it. I'm going to go finish up the Eye of Odin. But a lot of most of the building in this has multiple stages as well. So you'll see the Eye of Odin. The first stage is being built, sort of the foundation that will hold up the frame, the structure. But then, once that's up, you'll see that sort of large rock symbol. That is actually 2 large... Very large. Oh, thank you for the red meat, Miss Baron. That is phenomenal. Wow, look at that. Nice juicy steak. And I broke down a stone earlier. And where did I put that? Ah, look at this. Boom, right here. Love it. So these large stones, I'm going to go ahead and hustle on back to camp. Now, I think it's roughly 7 or 8 days per season. And again, the first 3 seasons, cakewalk, no problem. We'll get invaded a few times. We'll have to fight. We'll have to keep gathering a lot. winter changes everything. It's very difficult. If you're not prepared. I think if you figure it out and you're on a good path, winter should be no problem either. But leading up to that, it goes relatively quickly. I keep saying relatively. Relatively is like my word of the day. I'm so sorry. I've said that 18 times already, and we're just getting started. Boom! All right, the second piece of the Eye of Odin is in place. Nice. And Hussein, so this is great. So actually, feel free to hit Q. Actually, mine is, I changed my control to Q. But yeah, just drop stuff at camp, because we're gonna need, there's never enough of any resource, I'll tell you that much. So like those stones right there, we're keeping those there for a quick second. Yeah, so this, let me show you how cool this is. So then once we have this Eye of Odin up, I'm gonna put in 5 Jotun blood gems. I'm gonna activate this, and then I get to choose my survivor. Emmeline. She has an iron stomach, can endure extreme hunger without experiencing mood penalties. That's really good. She also is a retired bowman, so a proficient archer, but regains stamina at a slower rate. We also have Ylva, who is a wind rider, a seasoned traveler of the open plains and coastal areas, honing my skills to endure the fiercest winds with ease. So clearly she's going to be very good at captaining or directing a longship, and being able to use the wind effectively. She's also a woodsman, which is nice. Proficient in woodcutting, but eats more than the normal villager. So either one of these are great choices, to be totally honest. I think I might go with, yeah, Miss Marin's voting Emmeline. I think so as well, yeah. We love a bowman. Iron Stomach is great. Emmeline it is. Now you'll see 2 of their perks when you first get to recruit them, and then you see the rest of it once they're here, or once they arrive at your camp. Always make sure you've got full water, both in your body and in your canteen. You never know when you're going to need some more. Also, always a good idea to keep your fires off unless you really need them, especially in the warmer months. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so Miss Marin and Hussein, you're doing incredible work here. All I got to do, just for my own satisfaction, because we're about to start putting up production buildings, and that's very, oh, and this is a great opportunity to show you what I was talking about with the rotation. So I put this down, right? This is a really awkward sort of lane. I was trying to do it right here, right? So I can actually move the whole area that I just created. I can move that to be right where I want it. Boom. And now, smooth as eggs. How cool is that? It is so nice. So this game is just Subnautica, progression through crafting. Honestly, yeah, that's very, very much what it is. I mentioned on Monday, and I'm going to say a lot tonight too, this has so much clear influence from some of my favorite games and really successful games in the genre, and I'd love to see that. This is in my opinion, exactly what it should be. It should be, you know, people taking ideas from other companies, other games that have done really well, or that people like or have great mechanics, and run with it. Why the hell not, right? I mean, it's like, they've got something that works, so do the same thing, or take influence from it, make it your own, and I really feel like that's what Aska has done. All right, I'm going to do this a little, that's right there, and just to kind of get your head around how much you have to do, how much you have to build, I like putting down all of my buildings right away, so that I kind of know, all right, how many am I going to need, what am I looking for, materials-wise. And then you can really, you know, really lay out where you want things as well, which is nice. All right, for my gatherer, I think I'm going to do my gatherer kind of like this. Yeah, so, oh, actually, you know what? I'm going to do the gatherer right here. And the reason is when you make a kitchen in the future, having it next to a well is so helpful. Actually, you know what? But no, we got plenty of space for that, so I'm not going to do that here. I'm not going to worry about that yet. Oh. All right, now it doesn't have to be perfect, of course. I have to tell myself that all the time. It's Vikings. They're not, I'm a learning boy. You're crushing it. Yeah, I was saying, you're dropping right in, and it just makes sense. You're doing a great job. But I know I've been talking a lot. I can shut the hell up for a little while if you like. We can just enjoy the tunes and the gentle, serene experience of building. There we go. Now, I have been curious about this, so I want to see if I can pin all of these recipes. Oh, that's great. Okay, so I can pin everything that I'm working on right now. And so you can see I'm going to need 12 ropes. I'm going to need... What's that? 29, was that 29? So let's see. 8, 12, 18, so 27 sticks. Incredible. Incredible. And again, that's just stage 1. So, then I need 9 more over there. Yeah, so, whole bunch of sticks. So the best bet for that, I've got 5.5 minutes until my next villager arrives. And once they do, I can put them to task bringing all this wood in. So we're going to just start harvesting. And yeah, it is one of those things. When I was playing on Monday, I was like, man, I don't know about the amount of combat. It seems really low. And I could not have been more wrong. This game is really nicely balanced, and when you're in the middle of building and everything's peaceful, all of a sudden you're like, oh, this is easy. And then you get invaded, and you realize you've only made a hammer, and you have no weapons, and you don't really know how to fight, and you get smoked, and your buildings get damaged and destroyed, and people are scared, and it's just like, damn, that caught up real quick. So then you go punch a few wisps on the beach, you go find some skeletons in the woods, and bit by bit you learn a little bit more, you expand a little bit further, and then you stumble across a boss arena. And it's terrifying, and it's horrible. Then you're just kind of screwed. Oh, nice! Miss Marin finished up the water well. Now, this is a completely replenishable, huge well of water. So you have 50 servings of water in one go, and odds are you're not going to use that much that quickly anyway. So it's just amazing. All right, I've got all the fiber, so I'm going to make a bunch of ropes. Hey, what's up, DJ? Welcome in, my friend. Great to see you. Welcome, welcome. It is great to have you in. We are just in the early stages of making our Aska base. We started a brand new world, and we are just getting warmed up. We got Hussein and Miss Marin in with us, so thank you so much for being here. It is always such a pleasure to have one of the OG real ones here, live and in person. Great to have you, my friend. Welcome in. How's the day treating you? How the hell you been? Hussein shouts excitedly, "Where are boss arenas?" My friend, with nothing but love and respect intended, we are not going to find the bosses. And not that I doubt anyone's skill, but I will say that the punishment for failing in this game, or for dying in this, is very extreme. So if you die, you have a couple different options. One, you can respawn as a ghost, and when you do that, you lose all of your stuff, everything you had on you. You drop skill points, and you're brought back with nothing. Or you can sacrifice, you can absorb the soul, the spirit of one of your villagers, and it kills them, takes all their stuff. You keep all the stuff you had, but you lose a villager, and if you don't decide quick enough, you'll respawn as a ghost and lose all your stuff. So it is very intense. It really sucks. And I've noticed in this game, when it rains, it pours. And so a lot of times it's like you're thinking you're good to go, and you're not. You'll get invaded, and then something else will happen, then a big event, and then all of a sudden it's winter, and then all of a sudden it's raining, and all of a sudden you lose everything. It's just, it's a lot. So we will get there, my friend. We will certainly get there. Yeah, I want to say, Hussein, your character looks badass. Like, great choice. Great creation there. All right, these woods are going to get so destroyed. Kitty cat. Oh, somebody just had dinner. Yeah. All right, I need one more long stick, one more small stick. So let's go ahead and chop this. Looks like a U. Yes. Or fir tree, I mean, fir tree. So fir tree is your entry-level tree in this game. Remember to get your rested bonus. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, which, again, the rested bonus, all you got to do, even if the... which, let me show you here. In a minute and 34 seconds, that is. I was going for my 8... Oh, wow. Oh, Miss Marin. Remember to get your rested bonus, everyone. David. Fine. Jeez. Tree stumps will produce firewood. Very, very handy, and also a good way to get rid of a disgusting eyesore. Not a disgusting eyesore, but you know, it's a pain in the ass. You're trying to make your place look nice, and you've got tree stumps all over the place. And I'm going to get it soon. I just want to finish up these builds, which is 5 more long sticks, 1 more regular stick. Boom. 1 more stick. Sounds like Valheim. Your character just ran out of food, and night falls, and you're cold, and your rested bonus ran out, and the forest is moving. Exactly. Yeah, it is very similar to that. Dang it, I put on the wrong one. Very similar to that, my friend. But I will say, the flavor of this game and the elements of it that are different are so beautifully different. Every time I transition from a game with a rested bonus to a game without rested bonuses, I always wonder why I play the games with rested bonuses. And that's what I really like about this, is while the rested bonus is definitely there to be utilized, it's not as completely just disastrous if you don't have the rested bonus. Like Valheim, if you don't get rested, it's like the game is saying, okay, well, you're going to die. You suck. I hate you, and now you're going to kill you. And now the force is moving. Deal with it. I hate you. This is a little bit more gentle in that it doesn't quite assault you in the same sense. Okay, now one thing I want to show everyone real quick, now that we have our first villager here, and she is a steal. Holy crap. So let me show you the stats on this one. Let's go talk to Miss Emmeline, who is by default a builder, only because when you don't give people a job in your community, they will become a builder. Now, first thing I do with any new survivors, I go check out, you go into this little helmet tab, you go over to this heart icon on the far left, and you check out what they're good at and what they like. So she is a thirsty giant. I'm a person with a large health pool, but she gets thirsty much faster. That's okay, we've got plenty of water. She has an iron stomach. She can endure hunger. She's a retired bowman. Phenomenal. She's a forager that has great instinct with it, so she's going to gather a lot of food, herbs, things like that from the earth really, really efficiently. I love that. And she's also, wow, excels in harvesting crops and gathering resources during the fall. So she's great foraging year-round, but then in the fall, she excels. And that is the season for harvesting. So this is an absolute steal of a first choice on a person. I'd love to see it. Welcome in, Emmeline. Now, what do you got to do? The 3 player characters we have, we can manage without a bed. But what you have to do for your people, go into your shelters and, oops, looks like Miss Marin already did that, but I'm going to show you again. You're going to go ahead and choose the selector, or the survivor you want, assign, boom. And now they're assigned to that place. But we can still sleep in that bed. So if you really, really need a rest like this, you can still do it, and it's all good. All right. And now, DJ, you can see this, in particular, you can see this gold diamond. And my rested bonus is here. I'm good. Boom. That's all it was. Nice and easy. And even if I didn't have that, it would not be the end of the world. All right, I'm going to eat some of this meat. Boom, I feel stronger. I'm rested. Incredible. Okay, so we're off to a great start. We've got our little workshop down, or little workstations down here. Now, this is great. This is really, really good. Because this right here, so this gatherer's pit, what I want to do with the new villager that we just brought in is I want to go ahead and assign her to this, because you can see these symbols up here. And this one right here, these little fruits, you can see expertise in foraging and collecting resources from the natural environment. I'm going to go ahead and assign her to that. Blow. Boom. And she's just going to go out and start gathering food for us to enjoy, which is a huge help. And this whole game is about automation, in my opinion. Getting as many people to go do the jobs that spare you the time to go have greater adventures, focus on the tasks you like to do, and just delegate work the right way. So it's a great way to do it. Uh-oh, I'm hungry, says Hussein. Well, I think we should have some food up there. And if not, the best thing you can do, buddy, is if you hit Z and you use your Hitman vision and you look for everything, blueberries, chow down. If you go to the beach, pick mussels off the rocks, and you can just chow down on that as well. Really, really handy. Okay, now we've moved on to the next tier of progression in the construction. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm embarrassed and I'm ashamed. I said hungy, not hungry. I'm so sorry. Hussein hungy. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. I'm embarrassed and ashamed. All right, we'll keep going. We'll keep going. Fine, fine. Okay, we've moved on to the next tier of building. Now, if we look at all these, all three of our workshops, they can be upgraded. If you go in, if you go into their menus, you can see these upgrades, just like the fire with the cover and the barbecue. But you'll see, you must build a workshop pit first, right? So to build a workshop pit, I just go into my build menu again, and the next levels of progression have moved along. And this beauty right here, the workshop pit, is this massive, massive system. And what this is a whole bunch of different things that you can attach to the warehouse. So I can see that there's a well right there, so I don't want to destroy that well. I kind of think maybe up here might actually be kind of cool for the warehouse, kind of above everything. No, I think down here. This has been working well. And this is the best part again about the place that we chose. The ground is so beautifully flat. It doesn't take a lot to make it really nice. Now, I'm going to test a theory here. I'm going to place this right here because you can see the right side is all green, the left side is red, right? So all that means is I got to clear. Oh, crap, there's a well right here. Well, that's okay. We're flush with wells. That's okay then. So I'll probably end up destroying this one, and that's all right. We'll get through it because that one will remain. But so this will be our workshop. Oh. What was that? I thought I heard a wolf. Oh, beautiful. Y'all are crushing it. Crushing it. Hussein, you're doing a great job. Miss Marin, phenomenal work, as always. All right, doing that thing there. Now, what I want to have happen... Actually, yeah. We need to tag team this workshop, because the workshop will provide us the opportunity to make the next tier of axe as well. Is it nighttime right now? It's awesome. You can actually see the ground without nighttime lighting. Absolutely. But here again is one of the amazing details of the game. Subtle as it may be at this point. But I really like that during springtime. Yeah, I mean the sun is, or I'm sorry, the moon is nice and bright. It's 11:23 right now in game, and it's still beautiful out, nice and light. But as you approach winter, it's 5 p.m. and it's pitch freaking black. I feel like Valheim-like games have become more polished than Valheim in terms of visual consistency, etc. I wonder how much of that is from these game devs learning from Valheim. And that's the thing, is whenever I sit here and sound like I bemoan the production of Valheim, I really don't mean to, and I don't, because it's such a near and dear game to my heart. I absolutely love that title, but it's hard not to look at, yes, exactly, games like it and go, well, shit, they're doing it better. And so I have to think, I mean, so Valheim, what came out in 2020? Holy crap, was Valheim 2020? Because, you know, that's 38 years ago, you know, that's a good amount of time for another company to learn from it and to say, well, that was really good, but let's take this and let's take that and let's take a couple of things from here and turn it into something really, really excellent. And I'd love to see it, because this is my favorite genre. This is the sort of thing I want to play, what I want to see more of. And 100%. Yes, absolutely, DJ Clayton. Valheim feels like a seminal game that has left an important mark in the game industry, 100%. But nonetheless, it feels like it's falling behind in terms of game development. And I think I said something not quite as elegant as that a few streams ago, where I was just like, it was good, but it ain't good no more. And while that makes sense, still, you know, it's hard not to see that there's other things that have surpassed it, and they're just, you know, none of the additions, none of the changes have been that game break or like game changing, where I'm like, wow, that's really something, you know. I don't know, maybe I'm just being spoiled, but either way, you absolutely hit it on the head. It left a beautiful, beautiful mark on the gaming industry and did its thing. I still go back and I step back into two trees and I go explore all the time, just for fun. I just like walk around the kingdom, but I do find myself looking for more. Come on. Oh, I'm full. That's why. I've got so much crap on me again. Another big reason why I push so hard to get all these workbenches and everything squared away as fast as possible. Storage. Got some stonesies. Excellent. We're saying this building right here, I'll put the waypoint down. Stonecutter's Pit, at the Stonecutter's Pit right here. So this side you can put in little stonies, and the left side you can put in the big stonies. How is multiplayer in this game? Relatively free of lag? On my end, I have seen zero lag. It is running smooth as eggs, and there's a max of 4 players per session. So I think that they did a good job of keeping it at a good space where it's not too it's not pushing the system too hard. What? How did I run out of a stick? God damn it. I swear, if there's one thing you're always going to want and need more of, it's sticks. It's always damn sticks. The little stonies. I'm going to start a music band named that. Yeah, absolutely. Are you one of those music bands? Sorry. I just like that. I've been known to be a music band before. Okay, so apparently if I don't do anything differently, nothing ever changes. Right. So everything in this game, by the way, deteriorates, and I kind of forgot to eat some of my garlic and onions. So, so what I should be doing, because everything will rot if you're, and okay, see now at 3:30 in the morning, now it's getting nice and dark. But nothing will actually rot if you keep it in a basket. So, so what's great about that is I can actually put all of my garlic and everything else that I have in these baskets, and it'll stay at that level of deprecation. So it's really phenomenal. All right, actually I'm gonna hold on to my sticks, but I'm gonna put away my firewood and my buttock. Nice, that opens up a little bit of space. All right. I usually don't like to do this, but I'm just going to break down a long stick real quick, get this, get a couple of sticks from that. But yeah, pretty much everything can be broken down to a smaller form. That's really, really convenient. In a pinch, it's helpful to break some stuff down just to have more. All right, boom! We got a big axe, baby. I'm also going to make, I'll do this later. All right, there we go. Look at that big bright moon. Beautiful. DJ asking, how's the weather been in the area? Been pretty damn near oppressive for us. Yeah, it's been, for me, who is, as we all recall, a heat bitch. It's been muggy and hot. At my job, we wear these really nice but thick and heavy leather aprons on top of black button-down dress shirts, black jeans, and boots. And I'm just a sprinkler, and like I'm a front-facing front-of-house employee. I'm a server. I'm right there in front of you, and every outfit I have, whether it's at work or otherwise, I always have a bandana in my left pocket, tucked in real nice. And that thing is that's my wiping my face every 2 seconds thing when I'm in a quiet corner, and then go wash my hands afterwards. But it's just like I was just running sweat. It's been so muggy and just that nice thick nastiness, but we're getting through it. It'll be all right. But yeah, I'm sorry to hear it's a little bit hotter on that side. Okay, I'm losing focus. Right. I now have my big ol' axe. So what I'm going to do for us now, because here is the workshop. So what I want to have done here, I'm going to make some space for this workshop to expand, because this thing gets huge. Chili Santa was back a house. That sounds about right, my friend. I love that. What was your preferred station? What'd you like? And what'd you think of prep? Did you ever have to do a lot of prep? Because I always feel like that would be somewhat, out of all the roles in the industry, could be relatively nice. Depending on the prep, of course. I remember back when I was a butcher at Von Hansen's, and we used to have to make, we used to have to put the beef and chicken kebabs together, and it would just be these giant vats of ice cold chicken. I mean, just freezing cold, and you would just be reaching in for hours, and just your hands would be so cold from putting all these ingredients on. Oh my God, it was the worst thing ever. But and I always thought of doing the prep for that. I was like, this really sucks. But Chili, I hated prep cooking. That's fair. That's fair. Again, yeah, I could see both sides of it. I feel like if you're super hungover, you're tired, you don't want to talk to anyone, it might be kind of nice. Put on some tunes, bang on some prep. But it's never that easy, you know. It's back of house. Y'all are machines back there. It's like, what's rest? How does rest work? I'm not sure I'm understanding the word properly. Rest? I was the egg station in the mornings and the steak in all stations during the night. I was a manager at 19. Goddamn. That's like a buddy of mine. I won't use his whole name, but my buddy Jay. Great kid. And he was one of those people that when we were 15, he was already managing the Von Hansens that we worked at years later. But like I was in school doing who knows what, and he was going to work to manage other adults at his grown-up job. It was pretty hilarious. But to this day, he's just one of those responsible, like he gets after it, he does the right job, but he also knows how to live. Just a very impressive individual. Okay. So now that we've got the workshop pit built, now we can move on to the next tier of progression. And I'm going to go ahead and upgrade all of these stations. Our woodcutter, our food gatherer, and our stone cutter. Oops, come on. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade all these. And once again, we're going to, oops. We're going to pin. Oh, no, come on. Come on, for Pete's sake, pin. I'm going to lose my mind. There we go. Pin, and pin. There we go. So it's a lot of the same stuff. I mean, you can just, every recipe you end up doing in this game, it's a lot of what you're looking at right there. So we are going to need 8 logs, which only come from these big, beautiful fir trees. So I'm just going to start cutting some down, because I think I'm the only one with this level 2 axe. You can see this giant behemoth of an axe right here. Managing grown-ups is funny to me for no reason, because it is funny, especially when you think about, like, being that adult, being managed by a 15-year-old who also, like, knew his stuff. You know, the kid was always very talented, had a good head on his shoulders for that sort of work, and was a chef in his own right. So it was like, and worked there for years. I mean, like I said started at 15 as a manager. I started managing at 15, but like by the time I worked there with him years later, I was crushing it, doing a great job. So if you're out there, Jay, you're one of the good ones. You're a real one. The manager position broke me after a few years. I couldn't do it anymore. I quit, and a week later, the place shut down. I think we know what the secret sauce was. I don't miss the service industry. I'd rather sleep on sandpaper than do that. You know, I get that. Service industry is a difficult one for sure, and that's coming from front of house, which I do think, while we have our own difficulties, the amount that you put up with in the back of house is just ridiculous. I mean, there's so much to. You're always. There's no stop. It's just you got to go. Oh. Now here's the one thing I don't really that I'm struggling with this game a little bit is it's a little tough sometimes to know what you're interacting with sometimes. Okay, Hussein, where are you at? Your inventory is full. Where are you at? Okay, you're over by the ship. So, what do you have in your inventory? Because your best bet, Hussein, is going to be to come back to base, and you can dump everything you want here with us at the workstations that we're upgrading right now. And I'm very sorry if I'm not giving you enough direction. My apologies. There's a lot to kind of take in and do. I understand, so I hope you're not feeling too overwhelmed. But you're doing a great job. Oof. Now, while this alert may sound very intimidating, these smokers are helpless, and as Miss Marin hilariously showed off, you can apparently just pick them up. You can just pick them up, and then have somebody slaughter them in your arms. So, I kind of like when they show up, because if you can catch them, that's good eating. right, we are getting down there. We need 9 little stonies, 6 bark, which actually the bark, I think we have, nope, it's already gone. Now, momentarily, oh nice, Miss Marin on top of the smolker game. Incredible. I love that it doesn't even fight. Oh, try to be cool. There we go. The little farting wheeze. Oh, nice. Yes. Found Jotun blood shard. Gonna mark it. So I'm saying your best bet for that. So that's a ways away. I wouldn't bother marking it because there's a lot more between that and here. But I would try to make a pickaxe and try to break that whole rock down. Go ahead and just smash it all the way down. For the pickaxe, you're gonna go into your image, hit B. Go to your stone pickaxe and you'll see what you need. 6, you just need 1 stick, 2 sharpened stone blades, and 1 rope. So you're gonna need 3 thrashing, 2 stones, 1 stick, and you can turn all that into 1 pickaxe. Oh, okay, so that just needs long sticks. This needs some stone. Also, holding T for the pick up all is just a dream. An absolute dream. I told you, I'm a learning boy! Never doubted you for a second. I'm a learning boy. Alright, I'm gonna cut down some more loggies. Oh, actually, I think we have enough. Wow, okay, Miss Marin is now officially Smolker Wrangler. That is hilarious. Let me just put this down for now. No, I don't think the smokers are leaving the village, actually. What? Every time. Come on. There we go. The farting, wheezing death throw is just hilarious. Alright, so bit by bit by bit, we are making progress in the village. And, again, you could play this, potentially, just running all over, exploring the map first, kind of seeing what's out there. But the reason I like to put in all this work before I really go explore it all is you gotta prepare for the next season. It is devastating to go through winter when you're not prepared. It's I dare say realistic in that sense. Or should I say relatively? No, I won't. But it's, I mean, Miss Marin and I went through one and we had no clothing for winter. We had barely any firewood. We literally couldn't step outside for more than 20 seconds before we're getting deadly sick. It was ridiculous. Hey, what's up, Nick Lobash? I love seeing this stream. Well, I love seeing you here on the stream, my friend. Great to see you. Welcome in. This, in case you have not heard, is Aska, an open-world Viking simulation survival game. Absolutely phenomenal. We've played it on Monday, and then tonight is the second stream. We're starting a brand new world tonight, and it is very craft-heavy, very focused on developing your own tribe, and by recruiting people like Emmeline here, who is a survivor that we brought in. And it is stealing all of my attention right now. I'm a big fan of this game. Now, Emmeline just walked up to me and she said, I found everything in this circle, so I need another one. What we can do now is you can go to this little markers tab, choose the food foraging, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the other direction. So I'm going to go to this blacked out little area, but I'm just going to go, yeah, I'm going to go like right here. So really, really close. And when I'm over here, what I can do is I'm going to go ahead and drop a marker. And what this does, food foraging markers. So now, by building this, this will actually allow anybody that's a gatherer to know that, oh, the boss is telling me this is where I got to go to forage more goods. And you can do that with stone, wood, hunting. So setting these up all over the place is going to be ideal. But here's the kicker. If you're not paying attention, which I've definitely done in the past, if you're not paying attention, and just buy Tekken 8. Nick, Never heard of this game, says Nick Lobash, and I'm not surprised. It was released only about a month ago, 3 weeks ago, actually. 3 weeks ago, this game came out. It has nothing to do with Tekken, so with nothing but love, I'm not surprised you haven't heard of it. But if I ever want to get my butt whooped on end constantly, we'll get some Tekken going. But that is, I'm horrible at those games. Oh, see, look at this. So this is Emmeline. And she came up and she found me and said, I need another marker. So I built one and she, boom, automatically comes on over, does her job. That is so cool. And also it allows me to find some flax. And we're off. Okay. So the stonecutter built. I need 2 more logs, 3 more stonies, and 4 big stonies. But here's what I want to do. I want to find a glowing blue rock. Oh, actually, I'll just take this for now. But I'm going to find another glowing blue rock full of that Jotun blood. And all your viewers should buy it. This game looks clean, though. Yes, it is incredible. Big fan of it. Very much up my alley. And with the help of the real ones here, we're having a damn good time making short work of putting this whole village together. And pretty much, yeah. So you are in the boots of 2 leaders of the Viking tribe, and you're tasked by the gods to rebuild your tribe after your old one is demolished on the sea in heartbreaking fashion. So it's up to us to build and expand and grow and start to conquer the world. All right, Hussein, how you doing, bud? Am I missing anything from you here? I played King when I played Tekken. Got some hate mail. What? What's wrong with King on Tekken? Good contrast to my current Elden Ring pain. Oh, yeah. Hussein and RealGrogg will grab some fresh meat from the barbecue. Also, Hussein, whenever you have just doing some sorting. Cool, just want to make sure you're doing okay, buddy. Up here on the barbecue, Miss Marin has been hard at work cooking for all of us, which is just the best. And I'm going to take one of these meats, put one back, and eat some. Beautiful. All right, now do I have anything? I have no Jotun blood in there. So what I want to do is I want to find another blue stone, break it down. I'm going to have to probably get 2, maybe 3. And I need to get 5 more eyes, and I'm going to bring in another villager right away. And by doing this, that's also going to give me large stone and more small stone as well, which we're going to need en masse. Let's just get on that. All right, okay, and so here we go. So this is not ideal. This actually kind of sucks because we're not really prepared for this fight right now. But luckily, it's still pretty early, so it should only be a couple enemies. But they're coming from the south. You can see them lumbering in. There's these little shadowy Draugr. And so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to fight them with my normal axe. And the combat, while not incredibly fluid, there is a rhythm to it. Okay, I just saw them running through the... Ah, here we go. So these are... I think they're whites. But so if you knock down the yellow bar, oh, I'm stuck in them. Oh, yep. Okay, I thought I was gonna take a hit there, which I did. I'm gonna stun this guy. Boom. Beautiful job. Beautiful job. Oh, Hussein, not messing around. You're a learning boy. Look at that. Too easy. Too easy. Oh, beautiful. And what I love so much is when you go ahead and kill all the enemies of the Blood Moon, it will dissipate early. That's incredible. Great work, everyone. Too easy. Too easy. Do you know whose tribe you tried to attack? That's the real camp. That's the real camp right there. He plays Tekken like a UFC fighter. I don't know. He's a grappler. Oh. Yeah, Chili, if there's somebody in this chat here that will understand any of your Tekken talk and needing an ear to bend, it's the one and only Lobash. Not only a great person, but brilliant when it comes to the Tekken experience. All right. One stone. Oh, nope. One stone. Nope. One stone here. I'm gonna need 2 more of those. 1 more is already here for me. Oh, we have all of them taken care of. Beautiful. All right, I'm gonna get us one more log, 1 more small stone. Also, make sure everyone is staying hydrated, staying fed, all that fun stuff. Yeah, honestly, yeah, the first couple times I fought in this, and there's enemies later on that will pull some moves. It's never as hard as Elden Ring, of course. I mean, that's an obvious statement. But, yes. Yeah, great advice from Miss Marin there. Yeah, if you hold T, it'll collect up a group of items instead of having to manually pick up every single one. But thank you once again, all of you, for stopping on in. I really appreciate you checking out this new game with me and understanding that it's really, I'm really liking it. Again, I hope nobody's too disappointed and not seeing some Elden Ring. And again, you know, just to be perfectly frank, I don't know how much of Elden Ring we're going to get through anyway, or really what the plan is with that. You know, we got a lot of games that we've started and stopped. And so I don't really know what we're going to do with it. It was really cool to go through it with all of you experts in the field. And I appreciated everyone dropping in as well. It was a great experience, and we definitely might drop back in, but right now I'm not totally sure. We're gonna kind of see what happens, if that all makes sense. But yeah, either way, it's gonna be there if we want it, that's for sure. But I appreciate y'all coming out and hanging out with me, and hopefully having a good time checking out this brand new title. All right. So here's the best part. All 3 of these warehouses upgraded, built, looking great. I can now store so much more junk than before. So like at the forager, when you're getting flax or you're getting berries, you're going to get a lot of seeds. And now you have a place to just dump them off. They won't spoil. They just get to hang out there and keep everyone fed and happy in the future. So until then, I've got some refined resources. I'm getting low on all my tools. I am going to grab a few things as now we've been attacked. We've been attacked by horrible wights. And I'm going to go ahead and make a better weapon for myself. And also, now that we've upgraded those buildings, we can again continue the progression and build a workshop hut. Super helpful. And this is where we can get some really upgraded, beautiful weapons. So, just like before, I'm going to pin it. Sticks. Logs, long sticks, bark, stones, big stones. I always think knock out the small stuff first, everything that you can handle right away, and to keep your camp clean. Boom. I really think one of the best things for this game is that Batman vision, that flash that turns everything that bright gold. It's so helpful. I mean, if you didn't have that and you were trying to find all this stuff in the woods just by looking at it, game over. Like, no, thank you. I would probably have given up a while back, because it's beautifully detailed, but it's tough to. I just love that you just keep coming up to me, like, where are you finding this thing? And that's how I broke my axe. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, but actually, I have my large axe too. I forgot about that. I'm gonna go ahead and chop this tree down. Lots of Jotun blood where you're at. Oh, and where are you, Hussein? Yeah. Yeah, Hussein, if you don't mind, my hopes for you would be to go break down all that Jotun blood and bring it all back. Bring back the stone and the large stones as well, and that would be a huge, huge help to the camp. And that is an opportunity if you do want to mark that on your map, just if you were trying to remember where all the large stones are. Already did. Nice. I'm not sure how many we have. I'm gonna go check the hopper. do need bark as well. Beautiful. 3 more bark, 2 more logs. Now, I don't know if we'll make it there tonight, but I would love to make enough progress and be at a stage where we could actually attempt, if we find one of the bosses or at least something a bit more challenging on the combat, that would be fun. But again, it is the risk reward is pretty minimal so far from what I've seen. I haven't experienced the highs of, or like the benefits of what a victory means, but I think we gotta try, right? All right, this looks. Oh, there we go. Beautiful. All right, 1 more log, 4 more rocks. Did I hear boss fighting? Potentially. Potentially, you're saying. There's certain places where you can actually summon an enemy, and admittedly, it was before I really knew how to play the game decently, but I got worked like big time. I mean, like holy crap. And I didn't even know what you were able to, like, what possibilities you could have to survive. It was nearly impossible, so I just ran away like a hero. But I didn't lose anything, so that's good. All right, so looks like we got a beautiful fir tree over here. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. All right, cool. I'm going to keep chopping down big old log tree. I'm going to repeat your mistakes. All right, well, don't you dare sacrifice my villagers. Which I let rot in my... Oh, yes. Yes, this is a really sneaky, brilliant little trick from Miss Marin. So my early game adventures around the whole shore to the south was to pick up 60 mussels. One, not only can you eat the mussels raw and they feed you pretty nicely, you can make soup out of them, but the best long-term idea is you let them rot. You let them turn into absolute mush in your pocket, which is a disgusting thought. But you take that, and then in the future, when you build a farm, ideally in the middle of summer when you're building a farm, at that point, you use all those rotten mussels to fertilize your flax fields, which will then provide so much linen to provide warm clothing for the winter. So you can see how the game, like, bit by bit by bit by bit by bit, you want to plan for the next season with things that you really kind of got to think long term about, which gives it that sense of reality, you know, that little bit of, you would have to do that, wouldn't you? Oh, nice. Okay, yeah. Saying good call on the marker here. So my plan is to break this down, to go back to camp, drop off the Jotun blood. But first, before I go back, I'm going to try to get 5 pieces. We're gonna bring in another villager. Hopefully, we get a good one. And then I'm gonna show you what the best move, in my opinion, once you start getting more people in your camp. We're gonna undertake our very first big project. Two, 3, 2. No, I was way off. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, come on! That's not fair. There we go. All right, so only 2 from this stone, but that's okay. We might have more at base. Get all these little stones, then run on back with the big one. What's great about this is also you could make little sleds. We might actually be able to do that now. Yes, we can. And the sled is essentially like a backpack upgrade. It is incredibly useful. I was doubtful at first. I was like, it's just another pain in the ass sled. Can barely hold anything. I was so wrong. And it is incredible. So now I have 60 spoiled food. That is incredible. I love that, Miss Marin. Where do I get fibers again? So fibers, go find the white and yellow flowery plants. So if you hit Z, so let's go, let me show you Hussein, you with me? So let's see if we can find any, and I'll show you what they should look like. So one... right here. Perfect. So this is flax. Yellow and white, and if you hit scan on it, it just kind of keeps... It glows really nicely. Grab that. That's going to be your best bet for fiber. You can also get it by breaking down bark, but I don't recommend that. You can also get it by going to the beach and acquiring thatch, and then breaking down that thatch. Again, I don't recommend that. It takes a very long time. The number one best way to get it is to get flax plants. So typically in forests, but really I found it everywhere. I mean, there's another one. Yeah, another one right up here. Yeah, and you'll find them sprinkled all over, typically 5 per bush. So definitely have at it. But if you don't mind, Hussein, if you want to go ahead and grab one of these large, or grab a large stone, there should be a piece right by me, but... Yes, Miss Marin getting a farm down already. That is absolutely mind-blowing. I love it. Give me 2 seconds. Yes, not a problem. I'll be there momentarily. I've said it before, and I'm going to say it 1,000 times. Oh, no, no, no. I'm going to say it 1,000 times while playing this game. The music. A masterpiece. I absolutely love the tunes. This song in particular that's playing right now. If anybody can tell me what the hell that reminds me of, just climb into my brain and help me figure it out, because it's something. It's something so... I don't know, so important to me? I don't know how to explain the feeling, but it's something that... That part in particular is something, and I can't place it for the life of me, and it's driving me a little crazy. All right, I am bringing back the last stone, and then Miss Marin, I am on my way up to you, and we will discuss the farm. Oh, after one more large stone. Hussein, if you have that large stone, I got it. Never mind, I got it. I'll just do everything. I'm just kidding. Oh, come on. There we go. To me, it's Minecraft combined with Elden Ring for music. Nice. Beautiful. So we now have a level 2 workshop, and we can do some really serious stuff. That Hussein, actually, go ahead and just put that rock in storage if you like. All right, Miss Marin, let's see what you're thinking. So I'm kind of thinking... I mean, shit, this is such a beautifully flat spot. I think like farmhouse. Here, let me do this. I'm gonna try to get, because there's no stairs that I've seen in this game yet. So what I want to do is try to get kind of a gradual decline. Let's see if this worked. Yeah. Didn't really work, so I'm actually just gonna go ahead and... Well, actually, let's just do it anyway. It's good to just get your ground flattened anyway. But you can see this sort of slope is ideal. That's really nice. Because you don't have... I haven't found the stairs in this game yet, so you got to find certain ways to traverse the landscape without getting all caught up. Boom. Okay. So Miss Marin, what I'm thinking is like this. Kind of think like this. And then, so the house is here. Yeah, yeah, whatever you want to do, that works too. Rock and roll. Happy to help. All right, beautiful. So Miss Marin is crushing the farm, and we're going to be so far ahead of the game while she's taking care of that. So what I want to do now, and again, look at this progress already. We've got a phenomenal... Oh, that's right. That's what I was doing. So I need... Oh my god, I need one more Jotun blood. So I need to find one more blue rock. One more glowing blue rock. And... Hussein and Miss Marin, did you break down the bodies of those enemies in the woods? What's up? What do you need? I need pickaxes. Ah, yeah. Why are you assigned to rocks? All right. So anybody that you assign to a certain workstation will have to be given tools to do their job appropriately, right? So we have somebody who is working the pickaxe station or the stone cutting station. So I'm going to give Emmeline. Go ahead and give her this pickaxe, and now she'll take off and go do her job. And she's going to start filling up this whole building with large and small stone. Super handy. Absolutely love that. We did. Okay, cool. Thank you. Those bodies are broken down. Sometimes when there's attacks on your base or enemies that you find and kill, when you break their bodies down or skin them or whatever, you can actually find... sometimes there's the blue gems inside of them as well. Okay. Like, just listen. Oh, I'm sorry. So, let's see, Hussein, your best bet... Honestly, I would say chop down any trees that you can chop down, bring all of their stuff back to the base, and just kind of pretend... I would love for you to play the role of a woodcutter. Just... Your job is cut down fir trees and keep yourself fed, keep yourself hydrated, gather a bunch of materials, and yeah, keep banging it out. You're doing a great job. But otherwise, let's see, what could you focus on? Or I would actually say even check in with, I'll make a bigger axe first. Absolutely. Yeah, make the bigger axe, and then you can chop down the big, beautiful, oh, I said fir trees before, I meant chop down, well, whatever, yeah, do whatever you gotta do, chop down whatever trees you need. You want to make, exactly, like, keep progressing through the build menu, so build a better axe, build a better pickaxe, build whatever you need, get a shit ton of lashing, go, what I do all the time is I'll run through the forest, and I'll spend an hour just gathering flax, and come back with as many lashings as I possibly can make. It's a great way to get ahead of the game, that's for sure. All right, there we go. Boom. Finally, we've got all the eyes I need. Boom. One more, and let's go ahead and let's make some blades. Because by doing this, that'll free up some inventory space. Boom. Open that up a little bit. Go ahead and eat. Oh, when the storms roll in, it's the best. I absolutely love it. I gotta turn this up just to really immerse myself. All right. Well, now is the time we're gonna get another villager on the hop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Activate. And let's see. So this time we have the choice between a wildling, a natural-born hunter with a healthy appetite, so they can hunt really well, but they also eat more. Also a harvest blessing. I excel at harvesting and gathering resources during the fall. My efficiency and yield during the season are unmatched. Or Sune, who is a phenomenal forager and is a heavy hitter but a heavy eater. Increased strength but eats more than the norm. Let's go. Oh, this is kind of tough, but I think. What do you think, friends? Signe or Sune? They both are pretty solid choices, so I don't think one is better or worse. I do think Signe might be, for where we're at in the game right now, might be a little bit better. But Sune, we could use his foraging, because our other villager, she's kind of getting a few different jobs here. I'm just seeing Miss Marin stroll by. I think I'm just going to go with Sune, the soldier one. Yeah, all right. Wildlings are pretty sweet, and once we make a hunting post, that'll come in handy. You know, I'm sorry, I gotta go with my gut. I am sorry, I gotta go with Sune. I'm sorry, I'm going with my gut. I rudely did that. My apologies. All right, let's kill this thing. Miss Marin, I don't know how you're catching these things so well, but I am damn impressed. I'll tell you that much. Boom. The solider one, I said. I'm so sorry. I'm not. I didn't read that you were hungry. I'm doing a terrible job tonight. Oh, that's great. Oh, you kill me. The solider one. So you've heard me express many times tonight already about how great running around the forest and gathering flax is, but what Miss Marin is in the middle of doing is such a boon to our development, because one field, I think it's a 5x5 grid is the max that you can do for a farm plot initially, but if you fill that whole plot up with flax, each one of those, and you can put 5 seeds in each plot or in each square, each one of those nets anywhere from 25 to 50 flax in one harvest. So if you think about that, you could reap 500 flax in such a short amount of time. But the farms take a lot of upkeep. There's a lot to do to it. It's not as simple as just plant it and set it, walk away. You have to maintain it, you have to water, you have to till it, fertilize, you know, do all the things that you would expect. But it's so worth it. And the amount of materials that you get is just mind-blowing. So if we're able to get that early game, we are so off to the races. So I want to get that built, but I'm also going to start my own project, which is going to be what I've been talking about. I'm actually going to shift gears real quick. So this is going to be a shelter. So I'm actually going to, so respectfully, I'm actually going to shut down this shelter creation, because what we're going to do instead is we're going to shift gears to the cottage. It's a much bigger project, but it's going to pay off huge. Huge, in fact, I dare say. Because here's what's going to happen. I think right here. Oh, we're going to make a cool little... Yeah, we're going to do it like this. Because the best part about this cottage is it initially comes with 2 beds. So both of our villagers, they'll be taken care of. But what's really cool is you can add furniture to this place. So you can actually fit 8 beds in this place total, and you can all just share one big, beautiful home. Well, small, intimate little home. And keeps everyone happy, rested, warm, and it consolidates your need for firewood. It's really, in my opinion, the best. But God dang it, all my tools are breaking right now. I knew this was going to happen. But yeah, it kind of makes everything a little bit easier. So I can even think about breaking down that initial respectfully. It was respectfully, and I'm just saying it. I'm just trying to save the resources and save the hassle for you. I was always the kid that struggled to play Legos with anyone else. So I'm trying real... I hope you all appreciate the growth I've shown over the last 3 years. No, I'm only kidding. I haven't grown. All right, now my goal is to finish this building in the next 5.5 minutes. I think we can do it. It's going to be tight. Hopefully we can get it right as that other... Grow more! Sounds like my high school guidance counselor. Just grow more! Like, all right, well, hard to argue with that. Okay, so this is going to be my main focus at least. So I'm going to go ahead and pin this. Blow. 7 stones. 7 stones, 5 rocks. We need 1 more large stone for Miss Marin's project for the farm. So let's focus on that first, actually. Because that takes precedence. And I had some large stone over here, right? Didn't I? Didn't I? Done. Oh, nice. Farm is done. Beautifully done. I'll tell you, I get so turned around to these woods, and I love it. There's something so immersive about them. It's just, I love it. And there's so many times I end up running the wrong way for way too long because I was distracted by something beautiful, or I'll get diverted from my original task so easily. I will so easily get distracted because there's just, this game gets my brain really working like, oh, I should do this. Oh, I should do this. What about that? Can't help it. Okay, so we need 1 more of the long sticks. We need 4 logs. So what I think I'm going to do, my friends, is I'm going to show you. Well, let's see. We're on short time. We're on short time, but actually, let's see. How many large? 3. Okay, not terrible. This is often the toughest part, is getting all these large stone. It takes a lot to get them done, you know? I'm gonna have to smooth all this out, turn it into some nice stairs, or a nice slope at least. Hussein, what I would recommend is if you want to start looking for those blue rocks again, and breaking them down, that's gonna be your best bet. Or if you have that large... yeah, go break down blue rocks, or if you have a large axe, go ahead and either make a large axe, or go ahead and start chopping down some of these fir trees would be great. Or even just taking out these tree stumps for firewood. And if you're having trouble finding anything, always a good idea to use your blue rockies. Got it. Yes, exactly. Yep, perfect. Blue rockies all day. If you're just joining us here, thank you for taking some time out of your night. This is Aska, a beautiful open world survival simulator in the Viking sort of style. Released about 3 weeks ago. It is a phenomenal, beautiful game, and I'm completely obsessed with it. And we started a new community today. We've got a couple of real ones in here. Miss Marin and Hussein rocking it out, doing a great job. This game is very production heavy. You focus a lot on building up your village, and by doing that, you unlock more recipes and things that you can use to make your life a little bit easier. But lots of work to do. Got some shroomies. There are some mushrooms that if you eat them, you might have a little trip. Just saying. Do whatever you want to do. Have some fun. Take a load off. But once again, hopefully you're all doing well out there. Like we were talking about at the top of the stream, I know some real ones were struggling today, but just know that we're all here for you, and we appreciate you sharing the trials and tribulations that y'all go through over in the Discord, and stopping in on nights like tonight, just hang out, have a good time with some great people. I really appreciate you being here. So hopefully everyone's doing well, having a great night, a wonderful Thursday, looking forward to the weekend. We're at that nice time of year. Trip as in fall over right. Trip. Yeah, exactly. Trip as in like stumble over yourself clumsily and fall all over the place. Exactly. You get it. All right. Logs. Boom. Now I think sooner than later. Actually, I have 1 minute to, well, I'm not going to finish this house in 1 minute, but I want to get the cart set up because it is so helpful, especially as we're getting these bigger projects, because you can carry a lot of branches and sticks and long sticks, logs, rocks, everything. It is so useful. So in fact, maybe since I'm not going to finish the house in time anyway, I think I might prioritize the sled. So boom, so 12 sticks, 2 long sticks, 2 logs, 8 ropes. Put a mark on 3 blue ones. Beautiful. Where are you at? Where are you at? Wow, way up there. Okay. What's actually really funny about this map is it always feels really, really big. But if I were to run up there, it's like 20 seconds. It's surprisingly pretty close. But yeah, Hussein, you start breaking those bad Larrys down, and that would be an awesome help. Thank you for finding all those. All right, how are we doing on ropes? Nothing. Oof. Mark that there for now. All right, we have our new survivor. I'm gonna go say hi to them, see how they're doing, what they're up to. Now, especially early game when you're kind of getting settled in, it's very easy to forget where you put everything. I'll tell you that much. All right, where's this guy? Now, when your survivors arrive, they are by default a builder, and sometimes I will not change that because it's really helpful. You set a bunch of tasks around camp, you start getting materials from them, and they'll just start building. It's great. Oh, look at this guy. Okay. So he possesses exceptional stamina and strength, allowing me to perform physically demanding tasks for extended periods without fatigue. No downside. Just stamina and strength. What a beast. He's great in the daylight. He handles, wow, foraging and farming. This guy is the move. All right, so we're going to have him, he thrives in the daylight, so we're going to have him work in the morning. We're going to have him leisure time at night. And I'm going to let him sleep. Let's see, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 hours a night. Going to sleep at 11, 12, 11, 10. So 9. Yeah. He'll go to sleep at 9 p.m. Once the sun's down, he'll wake up nice and early, work in the sunshine. Well done. All right, so we need 2 more logs to finish the base of this house. 1 more with Miss Marion grabbing the other one. Nicely done. And I think I have the last one. No. There's lots of bark, which is good. We're going to need 30 bark to do the roof of this house, so I might as well just grab it now. Oops. So much more power with this axe. It's crazy. It's like 3 times the amount of damage that the small one does. All right. Our builders out there doing the damn thing, putting everything together. All right, so the farm crop, we still gotta, yeah. All right, so my priority is gonna be this house. Once this house is done, which we have a few more steps. We got 3 more steps to go still, so plenty to do. Oh, perfect. Hussein, yeah, come on back with that Jotun blood. Bring as many small stones as you can, and also try to carry back one of those big rocks. That would be great. All right, so we need a bunch of stuff. Okay. Smarin, you're doing a great job. Thank you very much for all the phenomenal work. All right, we're going to need 10 long sticks. So I think what I'm thinking here is I think a big run through the woods to get a bunch of flax. That's going to be my move right now. I'm going to go get flax. I'm going to go get some other stuff. Ideally, oop, no. First thing first, let's make a weapon. Been defenseless for far too long. Couple of sticks. Also, if you fill up your hunger and thirst meters right before doing jobs in particular, you have a bit more strength and endurance, so that'll give you a nice little boost, so you're not too exhausted when you're out here doing the damn thing. All right, so really just need to get a bunch of flax now. I need to find as much as I can. I need to make a shit ton of ropes. I just see Hussein just standing out here holding a rock. That's awesome. Nice job. Nice job. Ah, there we go. All right, now I just need 80 more of those. This is so Black Forest. I love it. It's got it's got such a density, you know, as you're walking through the way all these plants are just growing over each other. It's absolutely beautiful. Ooh, this. I can hear the ocean. Where am I? Okay, wow. If I take one more step, the furthest from home I'll have ever been. Oh, it sounds like I got some friends joining here. Oh God! Rushed him. Like the least intimidating enemy in the game, but still, rushed him. But I like killing those wisps because they also give you fiber. Yeah, right, DJ. Yeah, it actually looks like a forest, and just the way that the focus is on the trees in front, but also like blurs what's behind you. I love it. It really gives this sense of enclosure and depth to this forest. And also, DJ, I'm sorry. I'm glad you're still here. I wanted to see. You said a little bit earlier. Where was that? I saw you made a comment. Did you? You said you just went camping. Is that right? You came back from a trip. Oh, where was it? Oh, yes, I went camping with my sons over the 4th of July break. I can relate to the desire for humble housing. Yes, absolutely. I totally get that. But how was it? Where did you go camping? I've never camped on the East Coast, and I've always thought that'd be, like the Blue Ridge Mountains would be just incredible. I've always wanted to do the Appalachian Trail, or at least part of it. My dad did the 100-mile wilderness in Maine years ago, which is basically the last 100 miles of the longest trail in America, which is the Appalachian Trail. Oh my God! Okay, that's a wolf den. Did not realize that's where I was. I was not paying attention. Oh God! Okay, this is not good. Ooh, thank you, rocks. All right. He's okay. So there is kind of a radius. Oop. There is kind of a radius, whereas how far enemies will mess with you. But I should probably just go away. I have my Howard just outed me. Oh no! Hussein just got the boot. Okay, but so that's good to know. So there's a wolf den. Well, we're going to be in here for another 45 minutes, Hussein, so feel free to drop back in if you're in the mood. But there's no pressure either way, but we'd love to have you in. South... Oh, my God, yeah. Camping with the kids in brutal heat and humidity. No, thank you. Dealing with myself in heat and humidity is enough. South Vermont, that sounds like a lovely area of the country. Shut up. And shut up. Oh, I'm exhausted. My poor dude is just wiped. Oh, Ragnar. So, RealGrogg's unpopular opinion of the night. I didn't think the show Vikings was very good. I didn't like it. And I'm sure the storylines were great and all that, but really what it was, I thought the acting was terrible. But again, RealGrogg's unpopular opinion of the night. Who? that sentence could be taken so many different ways, Chili. I'm not quite sure. All right, I also want to see something just for my own curiosity. See if this is. I want to see if the stream element spot pops in now. Should have. I changed a couple things earlier today, and unsurprisingly, it doesn't seem to be working. That's okay. Not a big deal. Speaking of Valheim, speaking of wolves, I was playing Valheim in Troll Armor with starting tier food, and I had to fight 3 wolves at night with low health. Oh, Jesus, how'd that go? I mean, I think I know the answer, but knowing you came out somehow heroically. Even though they got me down to 4 HP, I triumphed, mainly because I'm an expert in slowing wolves down by making them run around small rocks. Brilliantly done. You got some tricks in you, my man. Always impressive. But nicely done. That is a very hard fight to come out on top of. I think one of my favorite very low chance of survival moments was I was playing State of Decay, and I had 0 stamina. I could not gain any. I had a blood plague feral attacking me, which if you don't recall from State of Decay, a blood plague feral you have to hit their head, I think 2 or 3 times, because you have to break down their thickened cranium to then shoot them in the brain. And this guy, wow, what the hell? Look at this. What a beautiful little, gives dark wood? Oh, look at that. Wow. Okay, dark wood. Look at this tree. That is incredible. I'm in love with this. Wow. That's literally the first time I've seen anything like that in this game so far. Wow. But I was fighting this feral, and luckily I'd played the game extensively at this point, and I was with my tiniest bit of dodge and stamina. I was dodging, and I got. It was like a 20-minute thing, and I was down to one. If I got hit one more time, he was gonna tear me apart. If I got hit at all, I was smoked. No stamina, no ammo, and I think I like hit him a couple of times, and it somehow broke the shell, and then I smashed him one more time, or I think I found a gun in a trunk or something. It was all last gasp, like bleeding and falling backwards, and finally just finished him off. It was absolutely insane. Yeah, I love those moments where you're on the edge of your seat with what's going to happen. I haven't watched Viking yet, but I'll definitely watch episode 1 just to see if it's worth permanently forgetting about. Oh, that's a great way to put that. I love it. I'll have to check out Last Kingdom too. Exactly. It is based off the book series by one of my favorite authors, Bernard Cowell. See, and I enjoyed the show The Last Kingdom. Okay, isn't that the one? Oh my God. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, there's so much to see in this moment. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, my friends, this is a game changer. This right here, holy crap, I can't believe it. Wow, I'm too excited, I'm forgetting what button to hit. This, my friends, is an iron deposit. Holy crap. This is end game or like late game gear right here. So you have to build this mine, which I'm going to do this right now. I'm just going to put it up even if I can't build the whole thing. Cave entrance. Boom. I'm going to build this and I'm going to stick it right here. Shablow. Iron. So we have a long way till this happens, but I'm going to put this up now so that we know that it's right there. Oh my God. I can't believe that. And then there's this. I don't know what the hell that is. But that can't be good. That cannot be good. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Like that's death. That's definitely death. Like that's a lot of death over there. DJ asking, how many hours into the game? Power just got back. Nice. Well, you are welcome in, my friend. But you are not running that way. Hussein, don't you dare. You will not be running that way today. I'm turning off my marker. But for this playthrough, we're about 2 hours and 20 minutes into this playthrough. Whereas I have a couple others going on where I bought this game on Sunday, I think. I think I bought it on Sunday. And I've played it pretty extensively since then. And you'll also notice, my friends, we've survived for 5 days and we're already in summer. My theory is that you're started in this game about halfway through spring. But so now we're in summer, we're pretty close to right on track. But I think we need to pick the pace up a little bit. I'm talking to myself when I say that. You all are doing amazing. I'm kind of dragging. I'm out. Don't tell me what to do. I'm my own man's, by the way. Oh, I read it right that time. Iron in just 2 hours. I've only achieved that once or twice in Valheim. So this is definitely a different progression than Valheim, in the sense that, like, but that said, you have to build so much. So really the only progression is there's no boss you have to beat. There's no, oh, that's hilarious. Well, I guess I'm going back to camp. Looky what I got. But you don't have to defeat the elder and then bone mass or whatever. You know, it's like you can, if you find it, you can do it. The thing holding you back though is getting angry. Nice. The only thing that's stopping you is, have you built the necessary components prior to that? So there's a lot to do. Miss Marin, I brought you a present. Okay, and first of all, we're talking about cool looking characters. Miss Marin looks like a badass. Are you kidding me? Look at this. You're the person that group that gets... We're gonna have to tie Hussein to a pole so he doesn't hurt himself. Sad but true. No, we'll just lock you in the house. Yeah, agreed, DJ. Yeah, the progression, that's what I'm really enjoying, among many other things, is I feel like there's more freedom to play how you want to play. And also it's like, what did you get lucky with? I can't believe that iron deposit, not only did we find it, it's right here. It's right on the other side of this forest. How incredible is that? So we're going to get that going. We're going to be pushing that forward, and we're going to get equipped with iron. And iron is obviously strong, of course, duh. But it's really important for... I cut the tree down. It's really important for winter survival, and god damn it, all my stuff just keeps breaking. That's okay. I'm gobsmacked, I dare say. Smacked right in the gob. Alright, I need 4 stickers. Yep. So it's always the situation where it's like, you need the stick to make the axe to cut down the tree, but you can't get a stick without cutting down the tree, and you can't cut down the tree without getting the stick. It's a very trying situation. I'm not gonna lie though, I am very curious as to what's over on the far side. So what I would recommend, if you're playing this game and you're feeling adventurous, you want to go check out a very dangerous area. if you're feeling okay with working to get some of your skills back to where they were, empty your inventory. Go to your camp and drop off everything in the workshops, in storage of any kind. Get it organized and pretty much empty your entire inventory. Take away your weapons, take away everything, and go explore that region. Or bring something that you don't really care about. Bring a cheap weapon or something like that, but nothing's terribly cheap in this game, you know what I mean? But empty it of everything important that you don't want to lose. And then go have fun, go explore. If you die, you'll lose some stats, but you can always get those back. There's plenty of room to work around in that regard, but definitely don't bring your stuff, because if you die and you lose everything, or you have to sacrifice a villager instead, it sucks. It really sucks. And honestly, if it's the wrong time of year, if it's the wrong situation, it can kind of kill your playthrough, because there's so much to redeem, so much that you have to, so much that you have to kind of get back outside of just inventory, but like your time, and it's just better to not die. The other person, oh yeah. Do you think the development of this game was inspired at all by Enshrouded? I certainly think that the NPC aspect of it is very much taken from the Enshrouded community, in that sense of, like, you know, you get all the blacksmith and the alchemist and all those people. I think by doing that, it did inspire this company to have a similar sort of thing. But I would put these NPCs up against any of Enshrouded's. Like, it's so satisfying. They will do their tasks. They come and find you when they need something, which is kind of annoying, because you're like, can you just get off my jock? But they tell you what they need. You can help them. You can fix up what they got to get taken care of, and you can switch their jobs, and they're very, very helpful. It's amazing. All right, we have our first sled built, and this thing is amazing. I love it. Beautiful. All right, we are out of bark there, but I think I put a bunch of bark in the workshop. Ah, nice. Welcome on back. I feel like I'm going to be chasing him into the abyss sooner than later. I can't believe we found that iron, though. That is such a steal. Like, what an opportunity. Holy crap. So basically, what I'm thinking here, does this game have any terrain modification? My friend, it does, and it is brilliant. It is so good. You kind of missed it at the top of the stream, but let's go. Let me show you how it works once more, because it is really, really good. I was grabbing bark. That's what I was grabbing. Full now. Just go ahead and drop off my stuff. Okay. So, DJ, let me show you how this works. So you equip your hoe. Actually, you don't even have to do that initially, but you go down to the tools category, your terrain level, and this is so slick. So I want to try to make a slope, basically from here. I want to have this slope down so that we can more easily access the top from the workbench area, right? So I'm going to choose right about here, kind of a midpoint between this top section and the bottom section. I'm going to choose right about there, and I'm going to make a little area. I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to do it a little bit smaller first, so then I can see how that looks. And then boom, that'll level that part out. This will then level that to the same height. I'm going to do it to here, and I'm going to do it to here. Oops, I did the wrong one, but that's okay. So I made it much worse. But that's okay, because what I can do now, to show you how cool this is, I can then just kind of take the terrain, boom, boom, boom. Confirm that, because then I can lower this back down. But what's so cool is you don't have to spend so much time trying to balance everything out like we've experienced in so many other games, where you have to just over and over again go over the same spot trying to uniform and fit together, and it's just like, god damn, this is a pain in the ass. This one is super simple. This is a tougher job, what I'm doing right here. This is a little bit more difficult to work with, but you can still definitely make that happen. But the fact that in seconds you can have an even, beautiful little spot to work on. And this gently kind of manipulates the environment, but not nearly as much. I actually mentioned you, DJ, in the beginning of the stream because I couldn't remember if it was called a voxel, if that's what the landscape is called in the development of Valheim. But I think that's what it was. All right, so let's see how high this goes. Okay, so that's... So that's a little bit better. So it's not perfect by any means, and I'm probably not the best at it quite yet. Miss Marin is pretty good about doing these things nicely, but I'm gonna try one more time to get this bit here. Try to get this bit here. Nah, that ain't gonna work. Let's actually go like this. Also, what's really nice is if you hit the L button after, or the L key after building something, it'll build the last item that you built. He's exhausted, no bark, homeless. Okay, so this guy is feeling rough, so we got to take care of our boy. So let's see. So, oh my God, the cottage is almost done. We just got to get. All right, so that's a little bit better. So you can kind of see gradual step. So Valheim uses height maps and Enshrouded uses voxels. Ah, thank you. Voxels are true 3D standalone chunks that can form complex surfaces like caves, tunnels, etc. Height maps can only form slopes. Oh, interesting. Where big place? Me find big place. Hussein. There's meat in the barbecue, boys. I have to go AFK. Be right back. Okay, no problem. Thank you, Miss Marin, for all of the assistance. What is attacking? Why are you looking intense? Okay, well, while she's chilling, I'm actually gonna let this guy sleep for a little while. As we finish up the house here. Come on. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna finish that snack. I'm gonna have some berries. Nice. I don't even have a weapon, do I? Put this on 1, put this on 2. Now, what I'm thinking, if we all want to, I think for the end of the stream, I think we all dump our inventories and we go run towards the big scary place. If we're feeling up to it. I don't want to do any fighting. I want to just go see what it is and get the hell out of there. Okay, slightly better slope. That's nice. Bark. There we go. Hussein, if you need a task, I would say try to find... Oh, no, never mind. That's the end of it. We are so close. We're so close to getting everyone in the right location. Or in a nice bed. That scary place is the stairway to hell. For real. That's exactly what it looked like. Terrifying. Drop those there. He's going to come back with a long stick. Nope. Come on, man. I had faith in you. See, I love this. So he's naturally, like I said, he's a builder because he hasn't been assigned another job. So he's just taking care of business. The last piece of that house up there, up and running. Nice. All right, the last piece. Where do I dump my thingies? So your best bet... You mean me run to that place? We can all go. Okay, so here's what's awesome. Now that we've got this beautiful little house, I'm going to throw in some thatch beds. I'm just going to do them nice and connected here, 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 and here. And since we're so close to the beach, I'm just going to go grab. I'm going to try to grab as many thatch as I can. Hussein, if you want to join me, that'd be awesome. So we're going to need 8, 16, 32, 40. So we're actually going to need 48. 48 of these right down here. This stuff. This is the first time I slept in this whole game. Yeah, I hear ya. It's really easy to go. In my other playthrough, I went 17 days before my first sleep. I didn't realize it, but the upside is that you don't really get a major detractor from that. There's no debuff that's too terrible, but it's also not ideal. You know, you want to get some sleep. How are we looking? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. I'm actually just going to break this down. Put it in the ropes. 4, 8, 11. 12, 13, 14, 15, please fit. 16, nice. 17, all right, cool. So my max is 17, so I'm going to just make one more trip. Oh yeah, definitely. A real human being going 17 days with no sleep, you're dead. You're done. You're smoked. You gave up. All right. So I think let's go ahead and we're gonna finish up these beds. Oh, and actually, I'm gonna go ahead and once Miss Marin, once you're up, if you want to go ahead and destroy that shelter, we'll use those resources for something else, if you want to. All right, I need 8, so 15. I need 15 more thatch. I'll be right back with all that. Oh yeah, and always pick your carrots. If you're in the area, grab the carrots. Yeah, pretty thatchless beach over here. There we go. Drop my stuff, bye-bye! Alright, fair enough. But if you do die, just remember to please become reborn. Do not spawn as a ghost. If you're reborn, you will lose all your stuff, but if you don't have any, you're good to go. But if you want to wait a few minutes, of course, do whatever you want. I'm not going to tell you how to do. You're your own grown man's. Oh, yep, already already off to the races. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, we'll see in a while. Are you telling me a life at home? Is that an Erd tree? Yes. It's the root of the Erd tree. Three, 6, 9, 10, 11, 4 more. Oh, come on. Am I really going to be short one? Oh, I see bad boys. Yeah, I think that you have found Draugr, which in this game are a bit more ferocious. Ferocious is almost what I said. They're ferocious. Got some berries, got some cabbage. Got some flax, nice. Hell yeah. So you can see all these things I'm picking up. If I were to have a marker, what the hell am I talking about? Why don't I just put one down? Yeah, this is a great spot. It's really easy to overlook, but if you just drop in, put down your markers, that's one of my biggest bits of advice, is just take the second, put down the marker. You can almost always find the materials you need to make these markers really, really easily. And so I'm making a food production marker. I need 3 sticks and some rope. I can make rope, or at least I can find flax, you know, 90% of the time in this area. Boom, put that in. 1 more stick, no big deal. Break this down. And now, not only am I aware that this is an awesome area, but oh my god! That's too good. Alright, now I need 1 more stick, because that's just the way it works. But once that's done, I can do this, make a hammer again. That's hilarious. And so you can see I'm running past all that garlic, all those onions. I'm just going to leave it there. I'm going to let my food producer go get that. I will claim that land is mine. Run this fade, boys. Well, best of luck, my friend. We're going to... I personally will head down that way with you very soon. I'm just heading back to camp with my thatch. Going to get the beds for everyone all taken care of. I think we need some sticks for it still, too, though, but I'll do that next. Four, 8, 12. 4, 8, 12, so I need 16 sticks. I've got plenty of space for it. Excellent. That's my current task. And then once that task is done, then we're gonna have a little fun. Once my beds are put in, people are assigned to them, then I'm gonna go meet Hussein and see what kind of trouble we get into. I love being overstocked. Oh, it's the best. All right, we got some smokers on the way, which means Miss Marin's about to manhandle a whole bunch of them. I'd love to see it. I should probably make a weapon, huh? What's really nice is if you ever have a bunch of tools on you that you don't think you're going to need or want to use, you can always store them in the warehouse. There's a tool rack, and anybody else who needs them can come grab them, which is really handy. You can do the same thing with all of these smaller tools and things like that. And then you can actually use this workbench and just make something right from the workbench, utilizing all of the connected boxes as well. So it's really, really handy. Keeps everything nice and consolidated. So Hussein, that villager Sune, he will keep following you. He's probably trying to ask you a question. What is he asking you for? I just need so many damn sticks right now. I gotta take care of all this. He's exhausted and homeless. Okay, that is my... Okay, I got him. So, don't go to the scary place quite yet. he's probably asking, hey, can I follow you for a really long time to ask you a question? That is exactly what's happening. Alright, she's gonna take all the big sticks. So yeah, so don't run to the village quite yet. I want to get these beds built, because once I assign him that, he should sprint home to come get some sleep. Well-deserved sleep. Oh, we got a smoker coming into camp. Oh, man. It's right by the food. Nice. Hot like the rat you are. Just letting my stamina recharge. Nice. You're done. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and build this bed quickly. Oh my god, and of course I left my hammer down there. Ugh. Sometimes I just annoy the hell out of myself. Oh wow, another one. Boom. Nailed it. It does not feel heroic, I'll tell you that much. That is not a very good feeling. Thank you, Miss Marin, for bringing that. Has anyone died from a tree falling in this game? My friend, I am happy to report, no. I have not received any damage at all, even from a falling tree. I feel like the physics are a little bit different, and they don't really register as a thing. They don't affect other trees when they fall down. All right, and a blood moon rises. So this is all getting a little intense. All right, so this is a good way to shut her down. Though we're gonna get a little intense for a minute. Come on, I'm just trying to. No, I'm just trying to. I was not trying to. There we go. All right, they are assigned, so hopefully that dude will run back home. Is the forest moving? Essentially, the forest is moving. Yes. Essentially, that is what's happening. All right, I'm just going to try to get a little bit of a weapon built. Instead of this two-handed axe, which, awesome as it is not the best. We're zooming. Okay, good. I'm hoping he's going home. Boom. There we go. We've got a better weapon. All right, looks like we got enemies to the north, or I'm sorry, to the east of camp. Miss Marin all over it, just taking care of business like a pro. But then I come in like a hero for the win. For the win and the glory. All right, but there's probably going to be more enemies coming. But we got... Oh, you okay? All right, we have the house built. How amazing is that? I'm going to go ahead and finish this bed, and then that whole thing is finished, which is a huge weight off my mind. Yeah, a short warning period before a raid event started would be ideal. So it's like, hey, prepare. Oh, they're so much happier now. That is great. In that case, I'm going to go ahead and bring in our third Mighty Vigor, Iron Stomach. I think Kare. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, we're going to have our third villager. Everyone has a bed. All three of us included, and the villagers themselves. Where is... All right, so... wow, so Hussein is right on the edge of hell. Which is directly south of us. That's crazy that right on the other side of these trees is craziness. I hear a... Did that son of a bitch just eat out of our farm? I think they might have. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. Here's what I want to do. I'm going to pick up anything on the ground. I'm going to go ahead and place this somewhere else. Like in the sled. I'm going to put all the tools in the workshop. And then, Miss Marin, do you want to join me as I go join Hussein down south to see what all the hubbub's about? If you want to stay here, I respect that decision as well. don't know how much of us are going to come back. But my plan is just to get a little recon, see what it's all about, see what it looks like, and then take it from there. And then probably sprint home heroically. I think that's how we're going to wind down. Let me cook this meat, then let's go, says Miss Marin. Awesome. I love the sound of that. And thank you once again for doing such a great job in the meat production. It's great. And the farm looks awesome. Looks like it's already cranking out some flax. Oh, we need rakes. That's right. Okay. Ah, nice. I'll keep an eye on the meat. Almost there. Yeah, there's so much to love about this, especially when we've experienced a lot of survival games on this channel. Everything from Stranded Deep, Valheim, and I think we did a little bit of the Forest and all that stuff. Excuse me. But I really love the inspiration. I've always debated doing Don't Starve on this channel as well, because if you're not familiar with it, there are a lot of similarities, especially in its difficulty level. Miss Marin, both of these meats are on the rack for you, so they're just chilling there. Go ahead and put the fire out. Actually, it's at 3%. Screw it, whatever. But yeah, so this is what my inventory looks like before we head on out. So if you want to do the same, I would highly recommend that, of course. Ah, that's a thing of beauty right there. Nicely done. And that compost is just doing a hell of a job. Alright, so there's Miss Marin. Hussein standing at the edge of hell still. We've got 2 minutes left on the red, on the blood moon. So I'm actually going to just take a little rest while we're waiting. And then, yeah, Miss Marin, whenever you're feeling good, let's go ahead and head on down. It is not a short run, or it's not a long run, I should say, which is kind of scary. I was really hoping for a big, terrifying hellscape to be a little further away. I'm going to go ahead and save right now, and then if I just do a hard shutdown, if something goes terribly wrong, who knows what'll happen, but we'll at least have that save at this peaceful moment in history. Alright, Miss Marin taken off by me, pretty close. Alright, shall we? Let's rock. Alright, Hussein, we're coming to you, buddy. Now again, this is a recon mission. If you start to get hurt, do not stand and fight. Use your legs and get the hell out of that. I mean, look at this thing. Are you kidding me? This is so close to us. This is so close to us. What the hell? Oh my god. Is that a giant spinal cord? I'm saying, are you really out here? Are you really out here with a pick as your weapon? Oh, buddy. That's a pick. All right. Remember your training. Oh my god. Okay, so I think that's a Drogger. That big glowy face guy is fast. Just look at how many bodies. You've been putting in work, huh? You've been kiting him out, huh? Okay. Look at this guy. He is hoppy. He is fast. Holy crap. All right, keep it up. We can maybe do this. Keep it up. Almost stunned. Almost got him down there. Oh, we got one. Holy crap. Whew. Okay, okay. Boom! Eat it! We are the real ones, baby. Are you kidding me? Okay, that was... Look at the bodies. Did that massive demon... Okay. Oh. He's a Revenant Elite. He's not even a... Damn, Miss Marin just getting down with the fist fighting. Impressive. Well, nicely done, everyone. Holy crap, if you are this far in and you haven't liked the video yet, I'd say that's a damn good reason to like this video. That was incredible. Wow. We didn't kill the purple face guy, which I think the purple is I think the purple is a, that's the Draugr. And I think that they're a whole another level ahead. Oh. Knocking them down. But hell yeah, nicely done, you two. Am I alone now? Okay. Miss Marin heading on back. That's great. No problem there. Not a problem. I just kind of want to explore a little bit. I just take out a couple more of these guys. Boom. My boy's literally using a pick. I love it. I mean, I guess a pickaxe to the brain would definitely do it, huh? Oh, crap. Holy crap. That dude is intense. Crap, crap. Oh boy. Got my Elden Ring rolling on. Damn! Oh, he sliced me pretty good. I'll take care of these little guys while he's distracted. That sounded like somebody died, huh? Oh, I'm tempted to keep fighting this guy. There goes me. Damn, damn! Wow, okay, I'm getting out of here. Okay, but that was a pretty inspiring... Actually, you know what? Okay, so your marker's still up. Let me see if I can revive you. I don't think I can. Shoot, and he's standing like right over your corpse, huh? He's trying to make one out of me too. So like I said, try not to come back as a ghost, just be reborn. But give me 1 second. I'm just gonna try to run over to you. Oh boy. Oh, Miss Marin's got it. Boom, baby! And that's how you do it, right there. Nicely done. Wow, wow, wow. Took him out. That's not even a Draugr. What the hell's a Draugr in this game? Yeah, I'll say. Yeah, we'll give a... Not a wave. That was incredible. Epic conclusion. I will have to agree. That was nuts. Yeah, Miss Marin, you tear that thing apart. I'm gonna hold guard. And then we're gonna head back to camp, and that's where we're gonna wrap things up for the night. Wow, what a finale. Hussein, I'm so sorry to see that you died. That bums me out, though, of course. I hate to lose anyone. So this place just seems to keep spawning them. Feels like there's no end to this filthy creatures. Oh, and I'm cursed now, and I almost died right here at the end. Okay. Another Hellboy incoming. Yeah, for real. Oh, yep, Miss Marin, come on. I'll take that. That seems to be all we have. All right, let's get the hell out of here and head back to camp. Nice job. Actually, yeah, it seems like we should have more stuff from him, but either way, that was a victory if I've ever seen one. And our boy's just dead, huh? You couldn't do anything else? So who is my sacrifice? Don't you dare. Don't you dare. He's definitely going to, isn't he? Alright, so it looks like Miss Marin is going to stick down there and keep doing her thing, so I'm just going to keep watch, but I'm going to drop on up to Big David in the meantime. Well, my friends, thank you so very much for this, for another exciting adventure through Aska, our second of the week, and this was a fresh start, brand new playthrough, and I thought it was a great experience once again, seeing how the game works with even more insight and intrigue going on. Lots to enjoy, lots to look out for in the future. I'm very much looking forward to continuing this journey. Hopefully you are as well. If this was something you liked, definitely feel free to leave a comment on what you did or didn't like about it, or what you'd like to see instead, or what you really want to see from this game in the future. I would love to hear from you. Let me know what you're looking for and all that fun stuff. But I've been reborn, says the same. Well, I'm glad to hear it, my friend, and I appreciate your sacrifice. That was a lot of fun. Miss Marin, you do have a character coming in at you pretty quick, so I would be careful with the sacrifice, or with the harvesting. But that said, my friends, once again, a great title. I highly recommend it. If you haven't tried it for yourself, it's still on Steam. Definitely check it out. I don't know if it's still on sale, but it was like $2 off anyway. But it's around $23, and I would highly recommend this so far. Big fan of it. And if you want to drop on into the Discord to get any passwords to join us on our upcoming adventures, definitely feel free. That'd be a lot of fun. I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up here, but like I said, Monday night, that's going to be the last RealGrogg stream here in the current location where it all began, where it all got started, and so I'm very excited to move forward and create a new studio and new memories and all that fun stuff. So there's going to be a lot to look forward to. Let me know again, yeah, what you would like to see in a new studio, what you like to see in backgrounds, what you don't. Give me some insight, give me some advice. If you've ever built a new room, let me know what you think. I would love to hear all the insight I can. But either way, my friends, until Monday night, we'll see you then. Have a great rest of your night. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and as always, you're the best, and stay real.